how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another beautiful live stream. I couldn't make it rhyme into a song, but it's okay. I'm not a singer. I'm just a guy behind a microphone yelling into the mic as I'm watching all these beautiful baby boys and girls, all ages, compete in probably one of the goddamn best duels in the world. How you boys all doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope y'all are having a good one, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? Sorry if I'm a little bit disheveled. I stayed up last night late and I woke up early, so I got enough energy in me for this goddamn stream, boys. Let's go. How's it going? What's up, Gary Fucklighter, my man? We got Craig, we got Alexander, we got Imperial, we got Mike Stick, we got ourselves Colors. How you doing, my man? Bohan? How you doing, my dude? Woman, how's it going? Turgay, how you doing, my man? Hope everybody's having a good one. Sam, how's it going? James Lee, I'm seeing some of y'all in chat. Leofion, how you doing, my man? Eric, everybody. Tonto, how's it going, my boy? Alrighty, boys. Sorry for the burp. I had something to eat and it's been digesting for fucking ever, but dude, I had an awesome bagel. There's a small bagel place that my twin went to this morning because he wakes up early and I don't, like, I just cannot. But anyway, this bagel, it's been filling and it's been keeping me going all day today. Let me tell you what was on it. Maybe that might do it. It was a massive bagel, like this goddamn big. I have big hands, so like this is a big bagel for me, man. Huge bagel, right? It had egg, cheese, I don't know what kind, bacon, and steak. But not like steak that you'll have with an A1 sauce, but like really thin, almost like shredded cuts. And it's so good. It is so good. So good. And that's been keeping me going all day. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the stream. Are we okay? Are we good? What's going on here? Are we okay? Are we good? Dude, it's so goddamn good, man. It is so good. Make a song about the bagels, 100k viewers. It's actually, dude, it's been insanely big. It was like, there's this place that I go to all the time, and I found that place not to be as filling anymore. What's up, Zachary? How's it going, man? It's humming at me. Talking about questionable food choices. Are you kidding me? No, it was really good. And that thing has been keeping me afloat. Zachary, I got like 3, 4, or 5 hours of sleep. Might be less. 5 is stretching it. Like 3, 4 hours of sleep over last night. It wasn't a lot of hours of sleep. Live menu. What's up, Elton? How do you, my man? 8 salmon, cream cheese, capers, tomato bagels. Yo, it's pretty good, man. Honestly, it's pretty good. The bagels have holes in them. True, they do. But they kind of, I guess they would have to. They don't like slap it. It's like the steak is really shredded. It's not like straight up steak out of a steakhouse. It's like really shredded. It's like New York steak, New York style steak. It's very shredded. I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know. It's really thin, but it's like shredded and it's really nice. And it's so good. No, seriously, y'all have to try it. It's like a little bagel. It's like a mom and pop shop too. So it's not like one of those fast food places. It's a little mom and pop shop where these people decide, you know what, let's just make goddamn bagels. And then we're like, you know what? Maybe people will like it. Boo. Ha! What's up, one? How's it going, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Alright, boys, let's get the duels going. We got Seawork already with a 5-man group. Let's got the next 5-man group right now. 3:04 and you more sleep. I know, Zach. I've been really bad at managing my time. Really terrible and managing my time. I know. I've been really bad at that. If I donate you $100, will you buy me one of those bagels that are in the chat? $100? How many bagels will I go for? You don't have to donate as long as you join the stream. That's all I care about, my man. That's literally all I care about. But how many of the my twin was the one that goes to that place. I don't know and go there. I don't even know. I think it's like $10. That's gonna be like, that's gonna be 10 bagels or so. Maybe less with taxes. We have 9 viewers in chat, so we'll be perfect, boys. 9. There's totally 9 of us here. Form in a group, perfect, Doomlorn. 1, if you want to make a group, man, you're more than welcome to get all your boys, all your glad boys in here on the Alliance to show the Horde how it's done. I think it'd be cool, man, because we can get dudes like Boomer, we get dudes like Zachary, the guys that have been in these duels for a while. To put them against like real competition would be kind of dope. Player Arcane, I think it's the hardest spec for Duel. You think that one is harder? Dude, Fire was so good yesterday in Duels. Oh my god. Need some over in the Alliance. Alright, boys. Zachary got a group. If y'all want to find a group to join on the NA or the 5V5 1v1, you go to hit group finder, go to player versus player premier group, custom PvP, find a group, and type in number 5, enter. And you got yourself a group. We got ourselves 2 on the Alliance forming right now. And there's probably going to be more on Horde as well. You boys are more than welcome to. Good to see you, Dal. I'm lurking and camping. Russell, go for it, King. Hey, don't worry about it. Lurk as much as you want. I lurk in streams all the time, boys. I lurk all the time. Yo, hope you get the mount. I saw a guy riding with that wheel mount the other day. Actually, today. The days are starting to blur today, so sorry about that. But today I saw a guy, it's a Pandaren warrior in like a really purple mog riding on this rusty wheel, and I'm like, this guy is kind of cool looking. I'm not gonna lie, I won that mount myself now. I wanted some top tier unholy gameplay here. I hope you get what I'm here for. Yo, who man? Hopefully somebody gets it here as a big old unholy. I'm just here for the mog. Yo, Garrett, I bet you got some dope ass mogs, dude. If y'all want to post mogs, you got a Discord, man. Y'all, there's a Discord link down below if you guys want to join our Discord. You really should. Let's do this group 5. Let's go. Alright, we got Zachary here with C-Mark ready to go. We got ourselves C-Mark. We got ourselves Zachary 5. Let's get it going, boys. Let's go. Do we have one in that group with Zachary, by the way? Doom Lord is also making another group. You guys are more than welcome to make groups if you wanna. What's up, Dan? I haven't been lurking. I'm glad you're still around, Dan. Hope you're having some fun with this patch, man. Classic comes out, we gotta play on the same server, dude. I'm not gonna lie, we gotta play on the same server. Whether you get a lot of time to play, whether you don't get a lot of time to play, we gotta play on the same server, dude. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm finding myself addicted to arms too. Shame, because it's not that great for dueling. Yo, I feel you. There's some play you might be able to make a build work with some cheesy things, but yes, arms is definitely challenging. If y'all want to give arms a try in these duels, regardless though, boys, you guys are more than welcome to. We got a group. Let's go. Switch. What do we got for the day? We got ourselves to the NA Alliance too. Dave. I was just talking about this mount too. Dave and the boys, and Dave is the man who. How am I surprised that Dave got the mount, dude? This guy is just. That guy is something. Well, look at this chat right here. We got us as my name is Bonix. We got us as Bonix here. We got one hanging out as a Demon Warlock. Don't just bring it back that elemental shop boy, and Zachary willing to just get out there as a Fury Warrior, get in, but it looks like one is going to be taking the center stage versus Binus. Binus playing on that. Is that double alliance today? Is Seawork playing a gnome mage? What is going on? Garabear here. We got Kyle Jr. We got Shadow. Why is Seawork go gnome? Oh my god, I was thinking it was Horde vs Alliance. Binus not wasting his time getting out one of the bat, and one is playing the Demonology. He's playing Demonology, but he's playing with that Succubus for now versus Binus. And it's gonna go for the horror effect against Binus with a hand and go down to follow. I guess he wants to go for that CC interrupt against Binus for now. Might want to swap to the other pet, but maybe he might not need to. Is swap it to a Felguard. Maybe he just want to go with the first pet, not knowing who's going up against. Maybe it's a Feral, and then he was gonna swap out the pets. Maybe he just want to make sure he can stop Binus's setup. That's going to be a stun out of Binus, stricken out of one as he's using his racial stun lock coming down to Binus, and one it's going to be gateway out of there pretty early on. Trying to see does land a hand to go down around the corner with Tyrants coming out. Tyrant is going to be sacrificing a lot of those imps. That is going to be a Boscage Bombers on one side. Binus taking quite a bit of damage charging, and is going to get a fear on the Tyrant. That is perfect. Going to eliminate the Tyrant out of that situation, and it's going to go behind line of sight as one is going to send more pets over there. That Tyrant did not get a single cast. That's going to be tricking out a Binus on that horror effect as it's trying to line up a big one-shot onto one. It's going to try to will him down. That's going to be a Lucid Dream coming out for Binus, but he's even getting feared out. No, Zerka's Rage to get out of that one. Actually, a lot of his cooldowns are going down. 4 CUs in Rage regeneration this early into the duel. A minute in, dropping a stun into one. Going to be a wall out of one as they're popping a defensive for Binus' cooldowns. And it's going to try to see if it can land enough here. That's going to be a Blaze Storm to follow though, as one is stacking up another set of imps as an army. Trying to see maybe you can go for a stun, drop it down instead actually. And Binus is going to go back to chasing him. It's going to be fear. Does it happen? Does happen. It's going to go for a hand and go down. Shortest fear in the world, however. Stun by the pet. Intercepting the charge for Binus. Not going to be able to get the stun. Heal. That's going to be one setting him out without a horror effect. Way out in distance. Is Binus going to go for that leap? He is. Stun onto one. No charge available. Running past the Boscage Bombers. One should have probably dropped his bomber shroud on top of himself, expecting Bidas to get on him. That would have been freebie damage right there. But one actually getting closer to the execute range, getting kicked on Shadow, still can do it for demonic abilities. Bidas doesn't have a lot of health either. Commanding shot coming out. Could be anyone's game right now. Could be anyone's game, and one does go down with that execute. One does go down to that execute at the end, and now comes out Zachary, dropping down the Stormbolt onto Bidas, looking to snag that execute range. Bidas getting the Stormbolt on Zachary. Not seeing a trinket out of the warrior, though. Out of the alliance warrior. Zach is going to get a leap. That's actually going to be charged on a Bidas, intercepted Zachary, interrupted him on his trinket too. Did he actually get to start the channel of the trinket? I think he might have gotten started the channel trinket, but he might not be able to use it out. No, he actually still has it, and it's going to be a free zap. No, going to be fear out of Bidas as he still manages to stay alive through the burst, and Zachary's the one taking quite a load of damage right now. Stormbolt coming on to Bidas. Zachary have enough to finish him off. Zachary still has a fair amount of defenses if he ever needs to. Bidas does need to catch back up on his health. Going to go for a leap, maybe a charge. No, going to be a charge for Zachary instead. Bidas needs to land a charge off of Zachary. I think he's going to be able to sneak one in. Zachary is going to go for Blaze Storm, continuing to trommel damage into Bidas. Next stun that Zachary has, Bidas might be down for the count. And Bidas is going to go for a big setup. Zachary going to pop out the Guardian of Azeroth. Is that Guardian going to be enough fighting for him? Let's 2v1 right now. Bidas getting that enraged regeneration going a little bit early. Trinket out of the sun. Zachary going to stun down. Is he going to go down to an execute right now while his heal is up and running? Disarm, not even letting him heal. And actually, Zachary does go down. Bidas taking out Zachary. That's 2 for right now. This man, what is that going on? Who is this warrior coming out of nowhere, out of retirement? I haven't seen Bidas in these duels in some while, playing out the Stormbolt playstyle. Bonix is up next though, getting that aspect of the eagle rolling, but he's getting too close to personal with Bidas. Might want to get some distance. Get his grenade straight to the face. Going to be a Stormbolt by Bidas onto Bonix. It is actually going to get away. Could get a charge heal from the pet. Actually, Bonix is going to go meet him around the other side of the arena. Going to be low health for Bidas. Big leap. Charge comes in. Does he get any kind of healing? No. He doesn't look. He's able to recover a lot of health. Needs to press that bloodthirst as often as he can. But looks like he is going to be going down to the dots, the pet damage, and what a survival hunter brings. Oh my goodness, Garaber is next to getting frozen off the bat. And that's actually going to be Bonix taking out the freeze immediately. Going to be a charge for Garaber for free. Does he play the Kachika playstyle? Or does he go with Bonix with the Stormbolt? I feel like if you fear warrior, you should go for the double charges, man. But maybe that's what helped Bonix beat one, is that stun to lock him down. Oh, big damage came out of Garaber out of nowhere. Bonix actually had to pop a turtle shell. Gonna go for Manny Bandage, trying to heal as much as he can with an acceleration to follow. And that's gonna be Garaber just getting back in there, just tunneling that damage. Look at Bonix, man. He just had a full bar of health, and now it's almost all gone, all the way at the half. Trying to go counter-offensive with Garaber. Garaber trying to let up a laser beam. Not gonna happen. And Bonix is gonna bail. And that comes out, doesn't stop him. And this warrior just cleaves another one down with a flag of ownership. He's just trying to impose his will upon the others. He might as well just T-pose on top of him just to make sure he can assert his dominance right here. Big leap on top of Thundress, as Thundress needs to find a way to shake off this warrior off of him, dropping down all these totems, but Thundress's health is not really looking that good. The Fire Ellie is popping out. And that's going to be a bit of a laser beam for Garaber. Actually going to stun up into a Hex. Has a trinket if he wants to use it. Doesn't trinket. It looks like maybe the Greater Fire Elemental or a Flame Shock dot broke him out. Cyclonic Blaster follow onto Thundress right now. Did a bit of damage, but not the most amount of damage. And Thundress makes it out of there scot-free, at least for the time being. There's going to be a full stun onto Thundress right now by Garaber as he's just continued to pummel damage. Thundress popping in that wall, hoping to survive this right now. 6 minutes in, 7% dampening only. It's actually getting a couple Earth Shocks into a Frost Shock just to get Garaber out of his sight for a moment. This warrior is not going to be shaken off that easily. He had his leap saved up. Could maybe even, does he even have a Reflect? He could have a Reflect for all we know. That's going to be maybe a trinket out of Garaber. Doesn't want to trinket. He's like, you know what? I have the Shaman. I'm not going to get greedy with that trinket. I could trinket right now. Stormbolt onto Thundress. Does not play the Kachikan build. And he actually positioned himself against the wall perfectly. So Thundress couldn't quite knock him as far as he needed. That's going to be first lasso to wrangle up this warrior. Thundress probably should have been using that from the get-go. Trying to lasso the warrior as often as possible. That does quite a bit of damage and lets you control the warrior where he's at. So that together might have been the way to go, but that's going to be an interrupt on Thunderous right now, and he's just getting cleaved. Garber hasn't popped too many crazy cooldowns yet. That's going to be a hex on the Garber. Trick inside of it, Stormbolt and Thunderous has an interrupt. No, he doesn't actually have an interrupt. That's why Stormbolt execute range on the Thunderous, and I think he might go down. Light the lasso right now. Does he have it now? Is that going to be a charge execute right now for Thunderous? Boy's going to go down. Get it slammed. And that was a full team red. These warriors just cleaved everybody in half. Warriors are insane right now, dude. The rest of Team Blue Red didn't even get to play. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, boys. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Doom Lauren got a group. We could probably kill him against Seavark, because Seavark didn't even get to play that much. Let's go, boys. What is this Warrior group, man? I didn't expect for Warriors just to cleave everybody like that. Man. Got a new group. Go, go, go. Zachary got a group? Or Seavark? I guess we could get Zachary, yeah, because he's ready. Because Seavark, lots of guys in his group didn't get to play. So lots of guys in Seavark's group didn't actually get to play. I want to queue Seavark versus Doomlorn because all the guys in Zachary's group got to play. But in Seavark's group, like 3 of their guys didn't get to play. Zachary, would you be cool with that, man? Would you be cool with that, my boy? Just because Seavark, like 3 of the 5 groups, yeah. Hope you don't mind, man. Got a brand new group, like brand new people. I mean, like, I don't have the same people. Alright, I guess I'll have to get Zachary. He really wants in on these. Zachary, man. They don't like sharing. Let's get Doomlorn versus Zachary then, yeah? Seavark, you hang tight, man. If somebody wants to start the second group, boys, on Alliance or Horde, y'all are more than welcome to, by the way. You guys are more than welcome. So how's it going on you? Horde group up? Let me know in real ID, man. I'll get you going. I got a full group up. Good to go. Yo, Vibe, aren't you EU, my man? Today's an A. Mage. We're gonna finally. We got ourselves Death Steel here. We got a Death Knight over here, boys. We can check it out. We got Boom Soul. We actually got a lot of dudes on Team Zachary. Wow, we got Omen and we got Chet. And boom. Wow, we actually did a variety there. Lots of Team Warlock with a Demon Hunter and an Odd Paladin and a Warrior. Killagen, healing us. Does Killagen still play that healing build, boys? Does Killagen still play the healing? If somebody sees Killagen playing like a full healing build, could somebody just send me like a details pic? Because if Killagen is full healing build, that could be like the most boring duels ever. I got a lot of complaints about that last time. Like if Killa wants to play that as a build, that's fine. We just maybe won't have to have Killa play like one and then set out or something. Just letting you guys know ahead, alright? Twitch. I don't have nothing against Killa. He's a beautiful butterfly. He's a goddamn angel. But he's goddamn healing. I mean, he runs healing enchants in his weapons. Last time we checked. And he had every available tank trinket in the game. So it was like, Jesus, dude. He had even every single essence that's available for tanks. It's like, monks are already really good at self-healing. It's like, but then when you add monk self-healing and all these tank items and a healing enchant for weapons, it's like, and then he just runs the whole time and he doesn't die. It just becomes like really boring duels that doesn't ever get close. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying here, boys. That's all I'm saying. The chat will decide. The chat will decide. In the end, I'll let the chat rule. That's going to be Helena's actually getting opened up on by one, getting cut out by the Boscage Bomber. Starting to see if he can shot if you're in the corner. Does not land it. That's going to be one out here. Helena's does need to finally get an opener. Does open up with a cheap shot. Going to be a stun back on Helena's trick inside of it. Immediately horror effect. And now he's just put himself up in a bad spot. We could get feared to full Cloak of Shadows and actually looking for that reset. Already piecing out away from one. Just bailing out of there for a second. How's it going, Lars? How you doing, my man? Finally got on your stream. How's it going, boys? Everybody watching the stream? Watching maybe the video after? Subscribe to the channel. Give it a like. I don't chill out for likes all that often. So please help me out here, fam. Help me out here. My fragile ego needs your help, boys. You, too, can help. For just one like a day. You can help this fragile ego grow bigger. Cue the Sarah McLachlan music. Gonna be Boscage Bombers dropping onto Helena's as he's getting stunned up by the Doomguard. As Helena's actually just trying to use the kite strat here, I guess one. Gonna pop the concoction, get some Kool-Aid in the system, and he's just gonna keep running. Just trying to get some comp points onto the pet. Hitting him single is a cast from Doombolt from one. But he's just still building comp points off of the pet. He's looking for a full reset. This man doesn't have advantage, doesn't have cloak. Looks like one is going to be close nearby. Going to get a blind, but then going to break it. Going to be a stun to healing us, though. Hellenus with a fear to follow, as one is going to get some pets up and running, get a couple Doom Bolts that do not break a fear with some hand go downs to follow. Going to be evasion available for Hellenus. This is where one needs to get all those pets together on top of Hellenus. He wants to go for a big tyrant, but he cannot because all these imps are here, but they should be over there with Hellenus. They should be there doing damage, but look at the same, they're actually running away. Nope. Oh, these two imps are troopers right now, man. They're just turning around. They grew a brain, and so is that little boy, and then until he disappeared. Gonna be another stun. Hey, Hellenus is just playing very defensive. My boy, Boskin Bombers, this man is running the whole time. Forest, run, run, Forest, run. Sage can get a proc down for Hellenus. Eventually, you just might have to engage with one. You might actually do some rogue things with CC and line up cooldowns, man, because if you run from Warlock like that defensively, I don't know if that'll be good for you. But maybe for one, this is just the game he needed, man. Just a warm-up game against the rogue. Just bully one a bit. Get it going, though. Let's see, boys. Let's see how this is going to go down. He's going to get the pet sniffing out the rogue. Hellenus could maybe sap it if he wanted to. Nope. Looks like he kind of almost dodged it. Just almost walked away from it. But he's going to land a cheap shot on it, looking for another reset. What is that? It took a shot on the pet. Hellenus is fighting this pet right now, boys. Hellenus versus the Doom Guard. One is the Doom Lord's pet. One, you're the pet. Doom Guard is the man. Doom Guard getting an opener onto Hellenus, trying to go for the cleave. Mortal Strikes coming out, landing that stun, and it looks like he's commanding one to go for a horror effect as Doom Guard is going to be unloading. Doom Guard summoning up more imps through one, forcing one to cast around. What good micro by this Doom Guard, making that one jump around all over the place. Super amazing. That's going to be a nice fear, and Doom Guard is actually going to peel back for a second, letting one get as much range damage in before he lands that charge with another Mortal Strike. DFA coming out from Hellenus. We're getting some flashy movements out of Hellenus. Looks like he doesn't just always run. He also sometimes flies, and sometimes he flies right at one's face. Looking a lot of good right now with so low of health. Doom Guard is walking up evasion. Doom Guard is not going to be able to get a lot of damage out of that evasion. Good thing he got all these other pets. One is right next to him. Blind coming out. Doom Guard is charging at him right now. He's trying to make it over there, boys. Look at that Doom Guard trucking along. Where's the boy? Where is the boy? He's making his way over there, man. He's trucking. Good charge onto Hellenus. Getting the Mortal Strikes in there. Actually getting stunned up, but looks like there's going to be more demon dogs as he commands one, the pet, in order to throw all the demons and all the spells at him. What an amazing micromanagement here. Yeah, I think this man was a StarCraft player in his past life, landing that big stun, but it's actually doing a little bit of weird pathing. Decided, you know what? Maybe I can sneak around this rogue. Vanish coming in by Hellenus, though, and Doom Guard is going to have to peel back for a bit, trying to AO him out. Hellenus! This man just doesn't die. 5 minutes in, basic. What is that? This man runs. This man got the zoomies. Did one have to go pick up the icon? He did, because the pet is over there attacking him. Stun. Maybe one might have enough damage here finally. Try to get the shadow bolts in. Man, if those imps and demon dogs were a little bit better at this, I feel like this would have been over miles ahead, miles behind. That imp is just putting work, man. He's like, I got this. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, boys. Watch Hellenus actually win this. I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised. I'd be impressed. That's going to be cloak shadows for Hellenus. Getting a Vendetta rocket into one. Going to be a stun trick inside of it immediately. Trying to get some damage into one right now. DFA coming in, but that's going to be a fear to follow. Getting them way out there. That's going to be more demons getting spawned for one. And Hellenus might be able to get out of there fast enough. It's going to be more instant cast. It's getting sent at him. It's going to get another concoction. What is this game? This man has been running for 6 minutes straight. Oh my goodness. It's really up to the... Yo, at this point, I think one should just spawn the Tyrant, buff up the Doom Guard, because Doom Guard has been the only guy that's been able to hit Hellenus this hard. At this point, I would just summon the the Tyrant. That's going to be cheat death on Hellenus, evasion coming out. I think he even tried to blind maybe a pet, or try to blind one. The pets are attacking Doom Guard. We're actually getting blinded. He's the MVP, dude. Doom Guard is the boy. Unless this Bile Scourge boy might be able to do it. Another stun, dude. This guy's been controlling the Spell Lord the whole time. It actually makes me feel like, I was joking, but it actually makes me feel like Hellenus was dueling this Doom Guard for this whole duration. That was a really anticlimactic kill, by the way. Just a little chump by the pet. We are 11 dampening in, so if you guys were playing for a dampening game, you're not getting one. It's going to be all or nothing. Now it's going to be Destiel getting that opener. Actually, oh, my music is so kind of messed up. It's going to be Destiel landing that AMS with a Lynchborn onto one. Gonna go for big setup. That's going to be a big horror effect out for one. Getting all these pets up. That's going to be massive tyrant with an A-bomb. Both of those pets are just duking it out. Destiel's taking quite a bit of damage from the tyrant. Actually getting blasted down. Barely surviving the tyrant output. That's going to be one alive. Doing just fine. Getting kicked on a fear, but getting even more pets. And with a handle go down, does go down. Who is up next? It is going to be Body Count. What is he playing? Outlaw, actually. Got the double cleaver action going. Is going to go for a setup onto one. That's going to be stumped by the pet into a fear to get the rogue out of there. That's going to be handed go down. This might be the hardest match here as Outlaw versus Demo. Outlaw just doesn't perform nearly as well. Unless Body Count can get one in a bad situation. That's going to be an intro by one, actually, as Body Count tries to get the laser going with a horror effect to send him running even further with a fear to even keep him going outwards. That's going to be more shadow bolts for one for the time being. Just keeping it afloat for now. Maybe another fear to get Body Count going just so you can get a second set of pet imps, another set of imps. Maybe you can go for a big tyrant with a stun into Body Count. Is going to land a stun trinket for Body Count right now. Going to be a trinket out of one. Maybe he can go for a big tyrant. Actually just going to sit, let Body Count take damage from all those pets. It's going to be a lot of imps, which he actually cloaked, but the next tyrant is going to be huge. It's going to be demonic tyrant getting tried to summon up with that wall, while Body Count is going to vanish out of there. No dots available for one, so Rogue is going to be able to get out of there scot-free. That's going to be a reset by Body Count right now. If one has a full CC setup, Body Count doesn't have a trinket anymore. I don't think you can parry the stun by the pet or anything, so this is really going to come down to sap onto the Felguard. One getting opened up on. The Felguard is actually going to get out of that sap as soon as one takes damage to his health. Going to be a horror effect onto Body Count. That's going to be a big port for one. Does that grapple hook come out for Body Count? Could grapple up there if you wanted to. Getting caught out with a fear on the side, actually, with a tyrant coming out right now, is going to sacrifice certain pets. That's going to be all these other pets doing quite a bit of damage. Body Count needs to avoid the tyrant as best he can. Stun onto one, but that's going to be tyrant running his face, getting one hit in there. Only one cast so far. Can he get a second one maybe around the corner? Smoke bomb is going to make that line of sight happen. That's going to be one. Try to see if he can maybe find himself a better angle on this. It's going to be a resell by Body Count, and one is going to get himself a Warlock Hellstone running back up and running. Body Count is down on a trinket. It's going to be actually really difficult for him to come back, but the healing he's got at 27% dampen is actually going to be a lot less. That's still going to be good healing. Concoctions are going to flow. Sippy juice is going to happen, but the amount of damage you can put out is going to be a little bit wanky with one, especially one picks up the eye. Boskage Bombers don't hit him there. That was weird. That should have hit, I feel like. Start onto Body Count right now, and one will be able to go for a bit of CC chain with a Horror Fear Wombo combo. Hopefully Body Count doesn't line of sight. He looks like he kind of sort of does, and one is going to have to walk out to the side a little bit, so Body is going to be able to dip behind the pillar, actually choosing to maybe run at one. Maybe he'll actually come in with a lot of damage here to follow. Sprinting at one, trying to build the combo points. Could be maybe a big stun. It's going to get stunned instead. One is getting more pets up and running. A big Azeroth beam onto one right now. Trying to see if he can drop himself down. Didn't do quite a lot of... Oh, I missed the wrong guy. Didn't do quite a lot of damage. Body Count getting stunned up right now with Boss Coach Bombers all over the place. Has advantage if he needs to. He get an interrupt onto the tyrant as one is trying to summon. It's going to be vanished for Body Count right now. One needs to go pick up the eyes immediately and chase after Body Count as he's getting himself a sippy juice going. 10 minutes in, 32% dampening for Body Count. Less and less healing is going to be available. One still has a fair amount of health though, and he's doing just fine. Body Count get himself a second sippy juice going. One just needs to make sure he has a full setup here versus Body. Actually, his pet was in a good position. He actually dismounted, leaving the pet up here, so the pet could maybe try to get an attack on the Body, get on those Boskage Bombers out, trick it out of Body Count, so that full stun could probably end him. It's going to be a stun. One is getting all the pets up and running. All the imps are going to be blind onto one. The pets are still going to keep Body Count in combat, but he's going to grapple hook out of there ASAP. Maybe the Felguard can catch up to him, unless it's going to be a full reset. One's trying to cut him off on the other side with a Warlock Gateway. Does got to find him. Body Count is out in the open. One just needs to tag him. Does land a tag. As soon as the Felguard can get over there, he'll be just fine. That's where Body Count is going to drop out, and the Felguard is actually going to turn around, start doing damage to him instead. That's exactly how you should be doing it, actually. That is actually how you should be doing it. Stun onto Body Count right now. One, getting the Boskage Bombers around the corner, and Body Count is just trying to survive. 39% dampening, 40% now. So healing is going to be a lot less, almost about 50%. And Body Count is going to start to feel it little by little. One, looking pretty healthy on his health. And it's going to be another duel where Rogue's going to use that long line of sight of the pillar in order to try to get away from the Warlock. That's just going to be... Oh, man. This is going to be a long duel again, boys. We're going to be here until like 40-minute mark. I swear to God. I'm telling you. I'm going to have to cut this one a lot. Oh, Jesus. I mean, Body's getting a lot of cooldowns back. One is picking up the eyes again. Finding body count. Is he just done? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's typing something. Probably should have been paying attention. Going to be Demonic Tyrant coming up right now with a horror effect to follow. Maybe the Tyrant will actually get a couple of casts. It actually does get a few casts onto body count. And he's going to run into a wall. Maybe a Cloak of Shadows coming out here. Maybe not. Trying to hold on to it as best possible. Vanish coming in as he's trying to shift to the other side of the pillar. Does get caught out by one. Does get stunned, but it doesn't get him out of stealth. Oh no. I should have took him out of stealth. Wait, one just had it perfect. One hit him. That sure took him out of stealth. Oh my goodness, another set of eyes for our boy, the one, the only, the Rogue Killer McGee. The Rogue Exterminator, dude. That's what one is right now. He's just a Rogue Exterminator, man. Oh my goodness, dude. What am I supposed to do? I think you should just get at him and do as much damage as you can, and whatever happens, happens, man. I mean, it's up to you. You could run forever, but... I feel like it'll be a lot better if you just went in. Whatever happens, happens, man. Just try your hardest. Just try to do your best. Get a good buff and go for a good setup. Get stuns and then kill and spree the guy. Just kill and spree the dude. Just kill and spree the dude. Gonna be an opener onto one. Maybe body count is actually going to engage and sit with it. Horror effect coming out with a fear to follow. One is getting that CC chain. It's going to be checking out a body count and get stunned out by the pet, where one can actually get quite a bit of damage out with his pets. Going to be a shortest stun ever onto one. Getting the wall up and running with a Tyrant to follow. Going to be Cloak of Shadows for body count right now. Has a Barry if he needs to, trying to go for a bit of that line of sight yet again. Second Tyrant spawning for one right now. Random second Tyrant. That's going to be one. So body count actually messing with the other Tyrant, the first original one. Does land a kick on the Tyrant just so he doesn't get a cast off or two. The Demon Dogs are still chasing after one gets stunned. The Felguard is making his way around the corner. Maybe he gets a charge. Actually stun around the corner. One is going to get another set of Demon Dogs up and running with a drain life at the very end. Vanish coming out for body count. But your name is body count. Like, you're not gonna be able to build a body count if you run. You build a body count if you kill. 55% dampening, boys. You kidding me? This Rogue, oh my god, just die. Oh man, that's a tough one, man. I said it from the beginning. Outlet has a hard time with demonology. Outlet just has a very hard time with demo. Demon's just super tanky. I feel like maybe if you just go for gouges and stuns on one and disrupt them while you're at full health, you might be able to do it. Maybe. Whoa, body count getting caught out of low health. One extra trick in it and stun just to land a horror effect, just to get body count out in the open. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a cast setup. Body count is going to go for a little bit of line of sight here. Bobbing and weaving. Going to be a cast for one. And I think body count might be going down right here, though. Going to be a short fear. No, did come out. That's going to be some Demon Dogs for one. Does get him out. They do get a big old chomp. That's going to be, I think, Decapitator up next, isn't it? It is Decapitator. Got his full... It's like a Spartan soldier outfit. This is gonna go for the big leap before he can get the leap. Actually does leap, but he actually leaps in the wrong direction. This man is just gonna sit on this side. He's like, oh, nope, I'm sitting down here. Nope, actually gonna poke it out. The Tyrant is setting over, man. You should watch out for the Tyrant. It's out there right in front of you. Probably should hit with the fear. Does hit the special with the fear, man. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Does get hit with a horror as he gets to charge him. No heals for this bad boy. Zerka raging out of there, though. Does get a Stormbolt onto one, but... is that a flying Tyrant up above? What is that's a flying Tyrant? What is that? That's some cheating right there, one. How'd you get a second flying Tyrant? That's gonna be a reflect for Decapitator, getting the heals from the pets. That's exactly what you should be doing in this situation. As 64% dampening happening, has to walk through the scourge of Bile Scourge bombers, just water falling down on that corner. Decapitator, he's just doing just fine as long as he can hit the pet, but dampening super high. One might be able to take him out, and then it'll be Killer Gen to follow after if one can maintain his health right now. And cooldowns as well, which are fairly short for Demo, which is not bad. Wall coming up very soon. Still is holding on to that trinket. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't have a trinket. Because he used a racial, and it doesn't show up in this UI because Blizzard, thank you. It's going to be Reflect coming out for Decapitator. Not going to be reflected on by one. There's going to be a Stormbolt, but getting traded with a horror effect out by the Warlock. Is going to get another Boss Scourge Bomber to the Decapitator. Maybe pet damage is enough here to end them. And it is. That's going to be Killer Gen coming out. How much healing does this man have? How much tank trinkets does this man have? None of those things matter because dampening is 70%. You ain't healing nothing. Gonna be Killer Jen trying to get a touch of death opener. That's gonna be one. Actually popping in with that Succubus pet instead just to get some CC on Tequila. Just to go for that Succubus CC here. Fist of Fury, is that what he's gonna do Succubus CC for? Is trying to see if he can land another Fear. Does get interrupted on Fear. Hand to go down, trying to come up. Boss Coach Bomber's dropping in. Does one really not want to use the Felguard pet? Is he waiting for a cooldown? Is going to get a massive port out of there with a drain life. Maybe he wants to swap pets now. I think, is he done? Horror effect down onto Killer. Doesn't have a trinket anymore. That's going to be a Succubus CC. That's going to just be one strategy here. Just CC Killer Jen. Use a Succubus pet. Swapping out to Doom Felguard. So he can land those stuns and maybe kite him around some more. That Felguard is going to do quite a bit of damage with that little imp. But it's going to build up a shield from all that pet damage. That's going to build up a shield for one a little bit. So at least he has something to fight with us. He just cannot gain that amount of health. That's going to be maybe another leg sweep. That's a Fist of Fury for Killer Jen. Does one have anything to follow? Try to see if he can land a Fury. Maybe he can go for a Horror Effect. Does he get one in here? No, he does not. And Killer actually does take out one as he is exhausted every cooldown available. Boom Soul is up next. Just get a nice little glaive throw. Killer Jen is going to port way up there. It's going to be mobility versus mobility. Does get hit with Imprisoned as he does start to dip down. That's going to be Cyclonic Blast for Killer Jen. Actually doing quite a bit of damage to Killer. That's going to be a stun with an I-beam to follow. Maybe a Karma coming out for Killer right now. It's going to be immediate Karma. Boom. Predicted a Karma immediately. That's why Killer Jen wants to turn around the damage. Cyclonic blasting him right now. Getting interrupted immediately. And boom. Avoided that Karma completely. Now Killer's trying to find a way out of this. And boom is right on top of him right now. Going to get a Blade Dance rolling. Not to get interrupted or to get CC'd or anything. Minimorphs is after that. And actually gets a land if he annihilates. One going on for that 1v4, barely any healing. Lots of damage with the longest game is against some of these rogues, man. Some of these rogues. The longest games in the world. Whew. God damn, boys. What's up, Red? How you doing, my man? Yeah, I'm good. Got a full-time interest there and being able to watch this stream. Yo, Red, I hope you enjoy your internship. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you for continued support of the stream, man. Anybody that supports the stream, you guys are fucking beautiful. For someone who plays video games, you guys are fucking beautiful. Red, I hope you're having the best time of your life with that internship, man. Seriously, the best for you, buddy. Wishing only the best for you, my man. Alrighty. Let's get another one going, boys. We got ourselves Jeff Kang. We got ourselves Seavark. Still got 5. I went Ally because better ratios, animations, and better teammates. I can actually have a chance versus Death Knights with Escape Artist now. Okay, that's fine. That's actually really dope. I like that thought process, Seavark. I like that, man. Hey, you got some people to play in Alliance. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. We need more people playing Alliance because they still got that war mode bonus and not a lot of them log on Najatar. But that's awesome, man. That's hard mode right there for PvP, dude. That's war mode, hard mode. Alright, let's get another one going. Keep a group going, but replace one. Okay, let's get Jeff Kang here and Seavark. Since Seavark was waiting for a while. You guys can get more groups than one, by the way. You can get multiple groups if you want. A Doomlord, feel free to redo your group if you wish, my boy. Just advertise it in the chat that you're making a group. Advertise it to everybody. So everybody knows what's up, alright? Make it easier for us, boys. Let me get the mix going, too. That's not a bad song, but I want to get my mix going. Because then it's like randomly can stop and stuff. Oh, I like this one. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Who do we got on this side? We got ourselves Team Blue with Seavark as the Alliance. You got that 1800 already. I really... Escape Artist is actually not... It's actually not a better racial. Especially when you said against Death Knights. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We got ourselves Kazoo here. Kyle Jr. back as a feral. Shadow hanging around. And Valrip. How you doing, my boy? Been a while, hasn't it? On Team Red, we got ourselves Bughaven. We got ourselves Lilith taking out an assassination. We got ourselves Matukes coming back as a hero of the Horde. Mog on EU hanging out as a full red DH. And we got ourselves Riley Reed. Very good, boys. Alrighty, good luck and have fun, everybody. As per usual, Pharaohs be out of stealth and out of Pharaoh form unless you are dueling. Oh, yeah, he is dueling, it looks like. So Pharaohs be out of stealth form. Gorg be out of stealth. Mage buffs are okay. Warlock locks are okay. Palace, keep your buffs to yourselves. All that good jazz. It looks like it's going to be Kyle versus this Feral. Kyle actually just letting this Feral open while he's hanging out on his Panther. Could Kyle be feeling really ballsy today? Riley landing that trinket, bash onto Kyle, right back at him, into shortest stun onto Kyle right after, and it's gonna send that flame on him. The Crucible of Flame is what he chooses to run with today's essence, unless he's just like That's his only one essence. Kyle's gonna go for the regrowth while Thorns are up and running. That's actually why it was Riley Reed taking the damage when Riley was the one getting the opener, though. That's gonna be in card for Riley. Kyle hasn't popped a cooldown yet, and Riley's health is just going down by so much. What is this damage? Kyle is just melting Riley right here, and Kyle hasn't popped an offensive yet. This Feral is absolutely unbelievable, man. What is this output? Is Riley just hitting into Thorns too hard? Big bite into Riley. The bleeds and dots are just melting him right now. Melting this boy. He is able to coach up to about, oh my god, big zap, big procs for Kyle, big bash, and I think that's gonna be the end. Kyle playing out with the Crucible Flame as well, taking out Riley, letting him get the opener. He's just like, who's next? Everybody's struck. They're like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Don't make me go. Lilith is getting in there, and it's gonna. Kyle is even gonna let him get the opener. Kyle, how busted are Ferals? Let's be honest here. How overpowered are they in duels? Thorns coming out, and Kyle's actually gonna get an interrupt on the Cyclonic Blast for Lilith. And Lilith is just looking to get away from Kyle and Ryan right now, just trying to wait out the Thorn. Shadow Step into Kyle, trying to get the DLs back up and running. And Lilith's taking quite a lot of damage from Kyle right now. What is this damage coming? Out of nowhere, big leap for Kyle, sending out the Crucible Flame at Lilith. As a pop-in invasion is gonna be a blind. Lilith needs to go sap Kyle. Sap him. Lilith, you should sap him after the blind. Oh no! Kyle's just gonna go pick up the ice. He doesn't have no time for this, rogues, man. He doesn't have time for this, rogues. Picked up the ice. Just poked out, got a moonfire on the boy. Cheap shot onto Kyle right now. Lilith is your time right now. Mark for death coming out with a vendetta to follow. Actually trying to pop more damage into Kyle. Wall coming out for Kyle though. Kyle's just trying to see if he can save the damage. Backbite. Biting back at Lilith, going to be Thorns up and running. Lilith is going to go for that evasion. Or no, vanish, but that's Kyle still with eyes sees through Lilith. Is going to be able to get a couple of bestial swipes in there. Is that the word? Brutal slash? That's the one I'm thinking of. Bestial swipe. Haha. One is up next. They'll try to see if he can beat Kyle at his own game. Agility versus agility is going to get a massive eye beam in there, and Kyle's going to dip behind the pillar, catch a couple of highs, and it's going to go for a bit of a reset. Does land the open onto one. It's going to go for a full dot setup right now. Just going out ham. It's going to go for a Crucible. I think he actually used the Crucible for a self-heal. Maybe he's trying to set up for a stronger Crucible as he gets stacked up. Going to get a short route on EU. And Kyle's actually trying to see if he can catch himself reset. On EU trying to bait out a kick out of Kyle to use his beam eventually later. He's going to go for maybe that beam. That's going to be tricking out of Kyle with Thorns right now. On EU could be popping maybe defensive or something. Is going to be able to purge away the Thorns from Kyle. It's going to land him into the stun. Does he go for the Azeroth beam right now? He actually does get to use some portion of the Azeroth beam. Shorting the damage run onto Kyle. Tricking it because Kyle could be going down. Bash into on EU. And Kyle looking to reset. On EU's not letting him do that at all. Trying to see if he can blade dance after him. On EU's stuck behind the pillar. Is going to go for that invulnerability just to get that movement speed with a nether walk. Walking through the nether. Kyle is looking to get the regrowth in there. One looks like he's stabilizing himself a little bit. Needs to deny the Feral the opener. Does imprison him mid-leap. What was that? Into stun onto Kyle. I-beam for on EU. Does he have enough damage into a blade dance to dodge Kyle's attacks? And Kyle looking maybe to get Thorns up and running. That's going to be on EU. Still chasing after him. Another blade dance to follow as he's recovering tremendous amount of health. Kyle is going to get another bite onto an EU. On EU with more blade dances back to back. Needs to get himself another meta. That's going to be Thorns for Kyle right now. On EU looking to maybe bail away. Maybe he can get something done with Kyle. Try to see if he can purge off those Thorns. Not going to happen. Backing up with an I-beam. That's going to be an interrupt by Kyle. If on EU has any of those cyclonic triggers, this would be the perfect time to do it. Big bite set up onto on EU right now, and Kyle is going to get him into a root. Is going to land himself a regrowth. Kyle is out there. Stun coming up right now. Does on EU have any kind of setup? Is going to go for a bit of a blade dance, but not a lot of health left. Oh my goodness. Had barely any health left. Almost had him, boy. That's going to be a full stun. No short stun, actually, onto Kyle Jr. with a touch of death. Kyle is going to go for that wall right now. Maybe he'll go to Shadow Meld in order to dodge the touch of death. Looks like he's not going to do that. 5 minutes in, we're starting to see dampening finally. And Buckhaven getting stunned up into a root. Needs to bust out of that immediately. Kyle is actually not going to be able to enter from one side as a Ring of Peace is going to drop them. Does catch a reset for just a quick second, but Buckhaven does dragon kick him out of there with a Crucible Flame to follow. That's actually been a really solid essence for PvP. I've been seeing a lot of people run it. It does quite a bit of damage, man. For Rugs, it's like another Eviscerate. So imagine getting an Eviscerate, Mark for Eviscerate, Crucible, third Eviscerate. Back to back, guarantee. And they can hit pretty hard, too. That's going to be Buckhaven getting opened up by Kyle. It's finally going to be Kyle's opportunity to get him loaded up, full of dots, loaded up like a hot potato. Fist of Fury bashing out those thorns, and looks like Buckhaven's health is just dropping. It's just dropping so quick. It's like the stocks after or before World War II. This economy collapse thing going on with his health. They're just dropping. It's a nosedive, but he does recover by a little bit. Big bite for Kyle, then turning around again. Leg sweep to Kyle, trickets out of it. Buckhaven doesn't have a lot of health. He's just trying to do what he can. It's gonna go for that wall, trying to get a heal, get a interrupted by Kyle. Big bite to finish him off. And up next is gonna be last man standing. Matukes needs to take advantage of everything he's got here. Kyle doesn't have a trinket, doesn't have walls, so Matukes needs to min-max the damage here while he's got it with Kyle. He needs to get the reflect rolling with Rampage. As soon as Kyle gets thorns up and running, he could maybe do it. Popping on the Rampages, try to get the big damage in. Is gonna go for a heavy defensive play right now, and Kyle is gonna get root off of that. Fear into Kyle so he doesn't run too far away. That's gonna be Thorns right now, trying to get a cyclonic trinket, interrupts it immediately. Doesn't have reflect for this. Is gonna try to blade storm away from Kyle. Kyle popping off even more cooldowns, trying to stay super offensive. Thorns is still up. Matukes actually super low in health. I had to take a double take. This man just, it was like 6 minutes of a duel, just against everybody. Wow, that's rough. Seawork, I got one. Can I get one to go? Yeah, Seawork, your team gotta go because no one got to play there. Get so much on my DH, but that Pharaoh is so. What do you use? So you got the Nimbus Bolt, you don't use the COS trinket, you got the Cyclonic Blast at one point. But that's just all Ferocious Bite and dot damage just destroying people. Nimbus Bolt only did like 4% of your health. That's still a lot, but damn. Is that all bleed damage? Do you have like some kind of a crazy mastery build now? Woo! Grabs Ruckus. There we go, Dan. Trying to get Ruckus back out there, boy. Actually, Dan, if you were to get Ruckus back out and start dueling on him, Pharaohs are probably one of the top tier, like definitely in the top 5 of duel classes. In my opinion, they're literally rank 1 in duels, but you know, everybody got their own opinions. Some opinions smell, and mine smells like a bag of potatoes that was just picked from the harvest. It smells like dirt. Dirty man. Kyle, what you say? Gladius Medallion, Tiny Electric, my trinkets at the moment, 430 Animal and PvP. Oh, you know what? This could have had those other trinkets you were running from before. Okay, yeah. Increasing versatility by a bunch, and then a Tiny Electromental and Jar. That probably does quite a bit of damage from time to time. Yeah, so this is actually old. A lot of this is old. Like, it has arcane damage. Like, Seavark hasn't played today, and it has this arcane damage here. So that's old data. So I actually can go off of that. So he doesn't even have those COS pants or whatever. Not even COS trinkets or nothing. No more fails for the night, please. Maybe have him go last for a lot of these. You know what I mean? When dampening is super high, do people have a chance? I think that would be fair. If he wants to be like the final boss, I think that'd be pretty fair, right? He gets a chance to play. I do have COS pants. Oh, you do? Okay, yeah. It's heroic ones. Yeah, those are not the worst, I think. Yeah, if you had like COS trinket though. I told him to let me go last. He told me to go. Okay. Well, you got yourself a big old 1v5, dude. That's going to be content for the channel. Alright, let's get Zachary, and I think we'll go Seavark here. Or Seavark versus Doomlorn. We got to put him in boom. Got us in coach. Okay, we'll go to Seavark versus Zachary. And then Doomlorn versus Jeff Kang. We'll do that. We'll do it like that. Okay? I think I just saved it. Maybe I didn't. If I didn't, then I know I did. Did it work? I don't think it worked. Resend? Okay. I missed the first by cutting for like half the dude's HP. Back in WoD, yeah, that was nutty. Right now they're all about dot damage and kites. How they were back in Cataclysm and bit of Miss Pandaria. Blizzard should make an arena for 5v5, like 3 teams of 5 versus 5 versus 5, or 5v5 1v1's the rune. I would love the 5v5 1v1 thing to be like a real thing. Stop Avenger made my druid again. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, add me. I have a group. I don't know if we already added Killagen. Do one more? Okay, we'll resend. One more time. One more time. It's bugged out again. Body count. Yo, is body count in your group? You can just make him lead. I got a group. Okay, perfect. That'll work out. Hopefully that'll work. If Seawork and Zachary doesn't work, then it might be one more. Let me do this. Let me leave arena. So it's bugged. Right now, arenas and queues are bugged. We're trying to unbug it. It basically is RNG of trying to queue over and over and over until it solves itself. Worked. Eventually works out. 3 out of 5 on an A horde. Yo, boys, if you guys start in groups, feel free to advertise in the chat, letting people know, hey boys, I got a group. Join me. US horde. US alliance. We got a group up and running. Join up now. How many people y'all got? How many people y'all need? 5v5 1v1 like free for all? Oh, that'd be crazy, dude. That would actually be crazy, Ruin. I think any class that's good at 2v1ing would basically be the one that lives and wins. And that team would win more than anybody. It'd be just like on Holy Death Knight, just send him out, just nuke a guy real quick and then live forever. Or a Feral Druids for days. Or a Rogue. Saying South all day. Switch. What do we got? Oh, sorry, boys. What do we got for the day? We got ourselves our boy Seawork coming back and hasn't got to play his gnome just yet. We got ourselves Concept here as well. Kazoo hasn't got to play. Shadow hasn't got to play. Valorant hasn't got to play. Had to drop Kyle Jr., man. That's Kyle's Warlock Concept. Boomsall on Team Red with Chet. We got ourselves Omen. We got ourselves Shroudy. Rowdy. I actually like your name a lot. What the hell? That's such a cool name. Chet is going up first with Concept, hanging around. Are you playing that Affliction? Are you playing the Demonology? It looks like it's going to be Demo getting that comp flag in the opener. Chet getting rooted out from the start. No Hand of Freedom coming out with a cannonball to the face with Incinerate to follow. Actually dropping down to about 75% over the health in the opener with a Fear sending him all the way back. Run, boy, ran! Chet is going to bail out for a second, catch a couple flash of lights. What a Mog, Chet. I'm actually digging that Tabard and that Mog, man. I'm actually kind of digging it, dude. I actually like it a lot. Even the weapon, like, it's simple, but I like that it's so simple. But it's a massive weapon still, regardless. Try to get a repent. Does not repent onto Concept. That's going to be a paladin with saps. Is that a rogue? That's going to get that minute-long wings rolling right now. Try to see if we go big damage. Hodging himself. Concept causing a hodge on the Chet. Might even go for Warlock Gateway out of here, and that's exactly what he does. He sees that execution. I see that Chill of Vengeance coming up. It's going to get a sap. Onto Concept again. Gonna be heavily DR. Chet just needs to get the Hand of Freedom rolling and just run a Concept. Got that Execute sentence with an Infernal crashing down. Horror effect to send him away with a Cannonball. Gonna be loading up this massive Cannonball bubble coming out of Chet. That is one line of defense. That's gonna be Concept popping a wall. Looking to get a bunch of Cannonballs back at Chet over and over and over. Stunning him for a second. Fear to follow. That Infernal is definitely gonna break it with a massive Cannonball next. Repent is trying to come out. Not gonna be able to do Cannonball to end this man right now. And does go down. Concept just obliterated that boy in a single setup. Got the reflect rolling maybe a little bit early. He's swapping to Fell Hunter as he sees that Omen is over there. Is it going to be Destro versus Destro? Cannonballs versus Cannonballs. Omen kind of wanted to walk up, but it's just going to drop an Infernal on his head. That's going to be a Fear trying to come out for Concept. Double stun into another Fear trying to come in for Omen, but it's actually going to get interrupted. Has Cannonballs that he could go for. Horror Effect is going to keep him at bay, though, with an Immolate to follow. Waiting for that second Fear. Might trick it out of it. Horror Effect onto Concept. Get him to CC for a second. That's going to be Cannonball for free. Maybe a second one. Can he get a second big one up and running? Get the second one going. Concept taking quite a bit of what? It took like no damage. Concept, how'd you not take any damage? Did that thing hit you? It hit him, right? Or did it Warlock Hellstone as soon as it hit him? I think that's exactly what happened. I think it Warlock Hellstone as soon as he hit him. It's going to reflect for Concept right now. Landing a Fear onto Omen with a Cannonball right back at him with a shot of Fear. Trying to cancel out that Fear. Not going to happen. Interrupted with a pedal. Not another Cannonball. And Concept trying to see if he can hang on to his little bit of life that he has left. But he's trying to stay offensive. He's going to go for a banish on the pet. Needs to get his pet onto Omen ASAP. And he's going to use that line aside with the pillar. Try to see if he can get a shot of Fear around the corner. I think he was just trying to see if he can get kicked by the pet. That's going to be a couple Cannonballs for Omen for free. Onto Concept. Small shield comes up for him. But that's Horror Effects coming out. Trying to banish the pet. Not gonna happen. He has to find himself on the line inside. Shadow Fear from far away. Felt like he was maybe too close to that Shadow Fear, but is gonna go for an interrupt. That pet is completely banished out of all existence. Cannot get banished anymore. Horror Effect thrown down onto Concept as Ohm eats a stun. And Ohm trying to go for a stun himself. Going to be reflect for concept. That was a nice way to delay that chaos bolt. That's still going to be a fear out of Omen with a chaos bolt for free, unless he can interrupt it. That's going to be chaos bolt for free. Concept wishes he had some sort of reflector available now. Trying to see if he can get a kick. I think Omen might have dodged a kick right now. Got a free chaos bolt in. And that's going to be concept getting saved to Trinket coming out as a massive shield. Trying to keep it overflow. Trying to keep it together, man. Banish onto the pet. Maybe he might be able to get a cast or two, but with that lower health, unless he has a Warlock Hellstone, there's not a lot he can really do at this point, unless he got some massive chain CC rotation onto Omen right now. Does land a horror effect onto him. Try to see if he can fear actually Omen pathing with that Death Coil. Puts him in a good position, actually. Doesn't let him. Actually, kind of screwed himself with his own Death Coil. As Concept had to get a better pathing. Going to be reflect for Concept. Not going to be CC'd. Omen forced to take a lot of the scales, but back to the face over and over. Another one coming out. Third one. Casbolt over off of that. Omen getting a safety Trinket. That's going to be Concept still firing off shots as best as possible. Shots fired. Shots fired. There's a crazy Warlock on the loose with a Storm Bolt. And another Casbolt. Omen took another big crit. And another. And actually Concept came back from that duel of Warlock versus Warlock. Can you believe it? I am amazed. I am astonished. That's gonna be Boom Soul up next, trying to steal his soul. Or effective to Boom. Concept is swapping to Succubus. That's gonna be stunning him and the Succubus both. Chickens out of it. Could maybe go for Warlock Port out of here. That's exactly what he's gonna go for. He's just gonna go for the reflect. Boomsoul might want to not hit spells into him. Boomsoul has some sort of arcane thing around him. I think it's his own trinket. Ada Casbolt to the face. Might be able to get close to Concept. That arcane damage is pulsing. But I think he's got to get next to the guy. Big Cyclonic Blast. The Concept is going to go down. Get lasered, man. The poor boy got lasered. Boomsoul's Trinket finally fading away. That's a kind of dope-ass looking trinket. Looks like something from Nighthold, honestly. Shadow getting hit with a stun. It's going to get uninterrupted into Boomsoul. Boomsoul's health is just not looking that good. Got himself quite a bit of heal. I think that might have been a Warlock Hellstone from Ohm to keep him afloat. Can Boom turn this around on Shadow? It looks like Shadow definitely has advantage here. Boom leaping in on top of Shadow. The Shadow is going to go for that back-to-back meta. Going to be a short stun onto Boom as Shadow is trying to recover some health. Going to be Boom, I think, getting zapped up, or Shadow trying to get a zap onto Boom. I think that's what was happening, but maybe Boom was able to stop it than in prison. Boom is still kind of on the run here, though. Trickets out of that stun immediately, even though it might have been a little bit of yard. Getting the stun back to the Shadow, back-to-back annihilates, dropping his health quite a bit. It's actually going to fly up in the air. It's going to be really down to who has more health. Looks like Shadow doesn't have a lot of health. He actually might lose this race in health. Boom is going to be able to get one more hit in there. Shadow might have been able to get one more lance. That's going to be both of these guys popping that darkness right now. Boom. Actually, Shadow is still holding on to his darkness if he needs to. Does get the eye beam from a distance, and is going to be able to annihilate Boom at the very end. Uppercuts him with a glaive. And Zachary is spinning in there. Spinning to win, boys. Shadow getting stunned up. Demon form is going to be dropping. Did Zachary just trinket that? I think Zachary just might have popped a human racial trying to get out of that one. Thinking maybe he could just get on top of Shadow and start doing damage, but that's going to be a nice imprison. Cyclonic Blast from a distance. Shadow needs to interrupt it. Zachary should probably run the other direction as soon as he gets Cyclonic Blast and keep it out of range of Shadow. Or at least force a kick out of him first. Is going to be dropping down that Guardian of Azeroth. The Guardian of Azeroth is attacking Shadow himself. Shadow, at this point, Azeroth has forsaken him. That Guardian slapping his cheeks. And Zachary landing that killing blow at the very end. Seawork poking out immediately. It's going to go for that massive slows onto Zachary. Was that a double fell flame? Do you actually rank up your neck to get the double flame right now? Do you actually get your neck at level 60 right now? Wait a second. Does everybody get on the neck of that? Was that what it was, or was that something else? Because I want to get that at double, dude. When you get that neck, when you get that original essence at rank 3, that's going to be so strong. Being able to do both of those back to back. He's actually just tearing up through Zachary, landing those Stormbolt chickens out of it immediately. Zachary has the big hail that he needs to go for, but Seawork is not letting him do anything. That's going to be another one of these, and Seawork is going to go for yet another blink. Zachary's kind of out in the middle, get him in charge perfectly to hit. Seawork might have to go for a stun charge or something. He's getting knocked up in the air. Seawork is actually playing him like a fiddle. Is actually going to bail out of there. Actually whittled him down until the end. He's going to drop down that Arcane Orb at the very end there. Gonna go for food. Has to go against versus Rowdy. Azafirl getting that opener. Is gonna eat the damage. Big bite coming out. Seawork is gonna start bleeding damage. He needs to stop the hemorrhaging. Did get a temporal rolling. Oh no, Warlock Hellstone, I guess, because temporal is still up. Trouty is still chasing after getting knocked up as he's trying to power shift though. And Seawork can just continue to throw spells at him ASAP as much as he can. And he's gonna have to kite him around. That's all he can really do against Rowdy. Being a Feral though, he can actually get out of a lot of the slows fairly easily. Seavark just wants to make sure he doesn't get Skull Bashed on his arcane damage. It's gonna be a Skull Bash out of Rowdy, but Seavark stopped his cast midway, and he's gonna be able to actually get a couple of different casts in there. Shroudy's continuing to heal himself as much as possible. Bash with the Seavark. Maybe he'll Ice Block this, maybe he'll chill. I think a Temporal is all he's gonna need here. Temporal coming out and continuing to get slows into Shroudy whenever possible. Another Fell Flame getting thrown at him. It's gonna be Temporal healing him quite a bit. Regrowth coming out. Does he have a blink for it? He does not, but he's going to get back in. Arcane Blasting, Arcane Barraging, actually. Shroudy, every time he does that, he's going to get a slow. That's going to be a lead for Shroudy, but it's going to be a big blink for Seavark. It's going to continue to power shift. He just can't. All he's been doing is been pressing his travel form, cat form, or bear form. That's all he's been pressing, dude. He's just pressing one of those abilities for most of this duel. That's his rotation right now. He's just trying to stay on top of Seavark as best as he can. Seavark might just have to go for a big blow up damage, man. Might have to get him with a full setup. Well, I'm thinking here it's gonna have to go with Cyclonic Blast, man. Get Shroudy in the bad position, Cyclonic Blast him down while he's super low. Get a couple of Arcane Blasts in there, man. Does Shroudy even get a reset? No, Seavark doesn't even let him get a reset. Arcane Orb getting thrown out. Bowling for Pharaohs, getting rooted for a second. More power shift coming in for Shroudy, man. This boy hasn't just got a chance, and that's going to be Seavark popping on Arcane Power, trying to get more Cyclonic Blast in. Does get the Cyclonic Blast, getting kicked on it just now. With an Ice Block to follow, does come out, doesn't drop Shroudy. It's going to be stricken down for the count, but that's going to be Shroudy actually catching a resell. Seavark trick it out of this immediately. Arcane missiles into Shroudy's face, get interrupted. And he actually took him out. Wait, that was actually kind of dope. I mean, he got it around the whole time, which, you know, it's okay, mage. Can't really do much about it. But actually, pretty good. Oh, that was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool, boys. I got $5. I don't know. Let's get you going against somebody. Yep. How to participate, boys. If you don't know how to participate, here's how you do it. Go to open up custom group. Open up player versus player, pre-made groups, custom PvP. Find a group. Type in 5. Enter just number 5. Enter. And you'll find a group that's up there. Usually something like 5V5 1V1 group. If you guys don't find a group, you can always make one yourself. I say it all the time, but go to custom, type up 5V5 1V1 Duels Dalaran or something rather. One of those words in there. Just make sure 5v5 is part of the title and hit list. And then get people invited. Let me know in real ID. And get me in. What's up, Mark? How you doing, my man? How you doing, Marky boy? Marky Poo, how you doing, my boy? Hope you're having a good one, my man. We're doing some NA 5V5 1v1 Duels, boys. Ghost Mustache, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it, my man. Glad you like it. I just ended up kind of getting really lazy and just started growing it out. Just for funsies. And here we are. This mustache stretches from east to west now. This is one arcade game I'm going to do. Now I'm going to try to make firework. It's going to be hard. We got the escape artist ready. Awesome. Getting one more group of the feral. Let's get Doomlord and let's get Jeff Kang in here because Doom and Jeff have been waiting for a while. We also get body count in a group. So we'll get Seavark and Zachary against body count. Doomlord and Jeff Kang. Let's get those guys because they've been waiting for a while. You even see him move so fast. There you go. I'm not Marcus, are you a Mark? When is the best 8 spec 0.2 coming out? Best spec for 8.2? I want to give it a little bit of time with PvE and PvP stuff. I want to give it a little bit more once we stop seeing shifting meta changes in the class updates. We are then going to make that video for 8.2. Best spec for every class. Like, what are some of the top tier specs for every single class right now, and why they're strong, where they're strong. It's a little too. It works out. Need to allow it. Perfect. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going. Let's get another one going. Switch. What do we got this time? We got ourselves Biden's coming back in. Oh, we just went through time and space. Biden's coming back in as a Night Elf Warrior with Garber and his team. One hanging out on the same team. Peachy's back in, and we got Third. Gonna give him the hurt. I think I said the joke like 80 billion times now. We got Lilith on Team Red with Lucron coming back as a demonology. Man. Gonna be the man we need. And we got Matuk going back. Oh, full green orc. Who's going back with business? And it looks like it's gonna be on you up first versus Garber. Oh, he's already got the mount. Okay, I feel like he would just get concussion or like a whiplash riding that thing. Like slow walking. Now that mount needs to slow down, but how fast it's riding. You definitely get a whiplash for that thing. At least when you do the walk. It does have a nice flag on Alliance in the back. It's going to be on you. Leaping now with an I-beam. It's going to get charged back into Garber. Big opener damage at the start. Oh my god, Garber's health not really looking healthy anymore. Does land a disarm onto Oniyu. Trinkets out of that stun, and Oniyu trying to get that Azeroth laser beam rolling. The meme beam is just not going to happen. It's going to be Oniyu flying up in the air. Gerber going to go for that. Oh, Warlock helps him burn a little bit early with a commanding shout. Needs to get those charge heals from Oniyu. He's already behind on damage quite a bit. Fear onto Oniyu. Try to see if he can land a trinket on him. Not going to happen. Maybe he can get a charge heal. Big and rage regeneration coming out immediately. Stun into Oniyu so he can actually recover quite a bit of health. Oh, look, this boy is back up to being fully healthy. All the bloodthirst in the world got him back up and running. Oniyu, they're getting a full stun into a laser meme beam onto Garrett Berry. He's just trying to leap out of there as Oniyu's going to back up and I-beam again. Big damage still proccing into Garrett Berry. Does land a disarm onto Oniyu. That's going to imprison to hold him in place for just a second as Oniyu's just trying to get another setup. Garrett Berry keeps disarming that metamorphosis as best as he can. That's actually really good for him to be able to disarm it, because then it just stops a lot of Oniyu's damage. That's going to be another Storm Bolt onto Oniyu, landing the Cyclonic Blast, his own meme beam, and Oniyu is going to go for that Nether Walk. Garrett trying to go for the Chica Strats himself too, man. He's not above that. Going to go for the Blaze Storm. Oniyu landing quite a bit more damage to Garrett. Big Annihilate's coming out. Could that be down to go to the Warrior? That looks like it's going to be the answer to that Warrior. Oniyu grabbing his soul just to feed off of the soul. He's like, nom, 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 nom. Feed off of his soul. And third is going to go give him the Wart. W-A-R-T, Wart. Third got some nasty feed, dude. He's about to rub those toes in his, like... He's about to, like... take Oniyu's toothbrush and rub him in between his toes. Also, he's unholy. Our affliction. So this is going to be really interesting. Him playing Affy now. Going to be a stun at the third. As Oniyu just going to go take it out the pet right now. He's just focusing on the pet. Third is going to go for that wall, getting those UAs back up and running. Trying to max out those UAs as best as he can. Is he going to be able to go for big damage? Dark Lair does come out. That's going to be quite a bit of damage on EU. More UAs are going to load it up as Oniyu does trick it, gets a stun onto third. And is trying to continue to go for healing. It's going to be a reflect available for third as he's trying to get more cast in. Does interrupt him for a second. Oniyu trying to go for the meme beam laser. Third is just going to stack up UAs. Third is taking a bit of damage from that laser. But so is Oniyu taking a bit of damage from all those UAs getting stacked up. Drop it in darkness. Maybe he'll be able to live through that a little bit. Does have that metamorphosis available, so you can live for quite a bit of damage. Haunt coming up again as third is going to get interrupted yet again. Warlock Port coming out. Doesn't have a pet anymore. Does need to realize that he has no pet. Might want to get a pet up and running. Did that horror effect miss on Oniyu? No, does land one more. UA's trying to come out. I don't think he even landed that one. Trying to get a succubus running. That's going to be a stun to stop him though. And that's going to be quite a bit of damage Third is going to take, unless he can get that pet to get a CC going. That's going to be safe to trick and get it cleaved right off. It's going to be interrupted. And down he goes on. You take it up. Another one. They're trying out that ballsy move with that affliction. And I like it. I like it, although it just didn't quite work. Oniyu getting that early damage with a basket bombers crashing in on the left side of that wall. And it's going to go for that Warlock Port right in, getting the stun onto Oniyu. It's going to just collapse as much damage as it can with a Fury to Fall. Getting those hand to go down. It's going to get the Tyrant up a little bit early. Maybe the Tyrant might be able to get a hit or two. Oniyu is just going to go for that Nether Walk immediately. Running away from demons. Shadow Fury on the other side. Does land a short stun. Maybe the Tyrant. Oh my god, the Tyrant. Does get basket bombers on one side, Oniyu on the other. Oniyu is just trying to kind of swap back and forth. He doesn't have a lot of health to really work with. Going to be reflect for one. So Oniyu can't even interrupt him. Stun comes out though. That's going to be a back-to-back stun onto Oniyu. One getting hit with an interrupt on his fear. Hannibal Danza coming out. One needs to go for massive heals right now with all those pets up and running. While he has Demonic running. He's kind of low on cooldowns. Might have to go for a Metamorphosis very soon. Gonna get a lot of resources, has his kick available, has Metamorphosis available, has a trinket up as well. So he needs to cleave those demons ASAP while meta is up and running. Couldn't even try to use meta to dodge a CC. Gonna be a horror effect, maybe a fear to follow. Does he go for the big setup? Gonna get the I-beam rolling into a stun. Trinkets out of it immediately. Needs to maybe Metamorphosis on top of the Tyrant so he can stop the damage from that thing. Does stun a lot of the pets and does get to go for a little bit of cleaving. Is gonna try to bail out of there while he's got it in prison onto one as he did get a wall out of him. And it's just gonna hit the pet for a little bit. Get a lot of leech out of this. Look at the damage it's doing to that Tyrant by himself or Felguard. One is just trying to find an angle, dropping basket bombers to lure one out. That's gonna go for that reflect, so one can't actually interrupt him with that. When he has the reflect up, you can't get interrupted. It's gonna be Tyrant up and running. Stun onto one, that's gonna be Tyrant clapping them ass cheeks. Look at them, one cast, two casts, and one barely has any health. It does go down to all the demons in the world. Matuk's charging right into the fray. Horrific coming down. Trick us out of a massive leap on top of one. Trying to see if he can rampage all over this man. Fear comes out for a second. Zerka rages out of that. This man is just powered by pure rage. You can literally run a car with that man. If you can somehow find a way to harness Matuk's rage power, which is literally a constant energy force of its own. If you can somehow harness it and put it into AA batteries, you'd have like a quad A batteries. Suckling Blast trying to come out is going to get interrupted. It's going to be Henry Gul'dan coming out onto one, as one is actually held. It's not really looking all that good anymore. Does not interfere. Getting a charge onto one right now. Trying to see if he can maintain himself. It's going to be a horde to help these two with the fear to follow. No Zerka rage out of that. Henry Gul'dan's getting stacked up. One is just getting back in there. Another Henry Gul'dan getting loaded up. He doesn't even let him do it. Bosco Bomber's coming out. He doesn't even walk into it. Stone comes in by the pit, and one finally gets himself some breathing room. Back with more Bosco Bombers, but it's going to be more Henry Gul'dan's getting the Tyrant up and running. Does Majix have a fear for the Tyrant? That's going to be a lot of damage, but one doesn't look all that heavy right now. That's going to be execute range, and down he goes. Well, remember the AA battery joke? If you guys ever seen that Vine back in the day, when it's like AA, it's like AAA, quad, with eight A's, that's gonna be my ticks right there. Peachy's just getting obliterated though. What the hell? He just kind of let it himself. But if Peachy wanted my ticks to heal up to have an auto duel, is that what's happening? Is that what you were trying to do, buddy? I think that's what you were trying to do. I think you were letting my ticks hit you just so you can give him some healing. Or maybe Peachy's confused. Maybe Peachy's little brother playing right now. Guys, it wasn't even me, it was just my little brother playing. Is it? What? I don't know what's going on. I think you were trying to figure out who's going first, who's going last. Is that what's happened? The Binus was like, wait, I'm supposed to go next. Is that what it is? Does Binus want to duel Matux? Oh, he just left. Peachy just left. Weird. Well, Binus is the only man standing. She asked me to wait. And then I left. Well, I guess it comes down to Binus being the last man standing. Peachy kind of just noped out of there a little bit early. Nothing you could really do about it, right? Oh, weird. Okay. Probably deceived? Oh, yeah, most likely. They're probably lagging really fucking hard and they're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done playing League of Legends. 8 minutes in, we're almost at 9 minutes, 24% dampening rolling out. Binus popping in that lucid dream. Gonna get a lot of rage generated right now. Majix is gonna go for that heal for himself as he's getting disarmed by Binus, and Rage Regen was up. Cyclonic Blast trying to come out, does land a stun. Binus landing the stun, stopping the trinket damage. There's going to be huge loss of damage for Matux. Big charge for Binus, maintaining his health. Hasn't had to pop his heals yet, and his health is actually a bit ahead of Matux. After Matux went through his enraged regeneration, that's going to be Matux popping in big reckless as Binus is going to go for Blaze Storm, not to get CC'd by any measure. Matux is continuing to pump damage into Binus. Actually has him close to that execute range. Got quite a bit of procs rolling. It's going to be Binus charging in with a nice enraged regeneration. Matux trying to see if he can bail out of it. At least denying Binus the charge heals. Binus has got himself quite a bit of healing out of this though. Matux is going to have to rotate commanding shot off of that. Trying to see if he can get a charge off of Binus. Going to be disarmed to put him in a bad place. Trying to get a slow onto Binus. Maybe he can get a leap charge somewhere. That's going to be charged, but Binus instead actually. Matux does go down. Who's next? Who's next, boys? Who's next? I feel like the flow of this duel was definitely kind of screwed over with Peachy just like bailing. That was like kind of confusing, kind of odd. You know what I mean? Asking for potential fights. Look around if you want to duel somebody, man. More than welcome to. I'll be down, dude. I'm down like a clown. Was it Binus right now versus Look On? Oh, That's how we're gonna end it, boys. Unless Binus takes this one out as well. Binus not looking too healthy. Got about a minute wait on his Enrage Regeneration. Got that trinket. Probably has a Warlock Healthstone. Actually, I don't think his group had a Warlock, so it's gonna be down on the defensive. For Lucron has a Warlock Healthstone, wall up, all the cooldowns available. Just let him Binus get the opener. I actually send the pet over there for Binus to charge heal from. So at least he gets him a full honor duel. What a nice boy. What a nice guy right there, man. What a nice guy. Binus versus Lucron. Is Binus gonna go for that charge? I mean, you guys might as well, right? Might as well. Try to see if we can land a fear. Try to get Binus to actually make a move. Stormbolt coming out, but Binus, as Lucron does get a couple pets up and running. See the Stormbolt coming out. Let's try to see if we can land a fear onto Binus. Doesn't get a kick out of him yet. Gonna go for Warlock Gateway a little bit early. Trying to reposition himself to the box. Is going to have to start throwing down CC just to put Binus in a bad situation. Trying to see if he can land a fear. Does get a Zerka's Rage out a little bit early, which is perfect, because now he'll be able to get full fears back to back. That's going to be a set of imps coming out. Lucron taking quite a bit of damage in terms of health. 40% dampening. That's going to be one pet coming out. Tyrant coming out for Lucron. Might want to Wallace. Needs to get a Warlock Healthstone going. Binus is going to take a lot of damage from that Tyrant as he's just clapping him right now. Lots of damage from that boy. Going to go for Enrage Regeneration. Lucron just trying to bail out of there. Trying to go for instant cast into Binus. Is going to try to see if he can interrupt him. Fear's still gonna come out. Does land a stone into Lucron. It's gonna be Drain Life to follow. That's gonna be Binus trying to see if he can do something against Lucron. Another fear afterwards. Trying to see if he can land another hand and go down. I think he actually wasn't able to get a full hand. Trying to see if he can get another hand and go down. Rolling. Now the stun coming out onto Binus, and Lucron is just kind of hanging near. Trying to see if he can get another fear. Does land the shortest fear in the world. This commanding shot coming out for Binus. Lucron is in an execute range. Needs to get enough damage in onto Binus. Shot of fear coming out. It's not enough though. Binus barely has any health either, and Lucron does get executed at the very end, but that commanding shot wearing off immediately. If you sneeze on him, he's dead. If you sneeze on him, he's literally dead. Is Man-to-Man gonna go for full honor here? Is that what he's gonna do? Full honor duel? He's turning his back to him. He's like, hey, get a heal. Get yourself a heal. Charge heal, Binus. Charge heal, man. Charge heal if you can. Are they gonna go at it? I think I'm trying to figure out if they are doing honor duel or not doing honor duel. Looks like Binus is going to charge heal. Man-to-Man is letting him. Man-to-Man is letting him. Binus, you're not actually dueling. Just get a couple charge heals, man. He's letting you. Just get a couple charge heals. He wants to give you a full honor duel, man. He's letting you heal. Take advantage of the situation. Братуха, привет, здорово, вечер, как дела? How you doing, my man? How you doing? Again, another charge heal. Get as many as you need to, guy. As many as he lets you. Man-to-Man decides when this duel begins. So Binus better just get a charge heal, bail away. Don't do damage to this boy. Don't do damage. He gets to decide when you die. Charge stuns in, comes in, he goes full-blown man-to-man. Going in full-blown damage, getting disarmed by Binus in the opener, as Binus does use for himself the Lucid Dream to get himself lots of rage rolling, trying to go offensive. That's going to be fear out of Man-to-Man. Binus in that execute rage has Enrage Regeneration as well. Going to be Man-to-Man popping his Enrage Regen early though, but it's going to be fear out of Binus. Man-to-Man not going to be able to cash in on that heal unless he can somehow catch. Binus does get a Bloodthirst in there. Binus is going to respond back with his own charge. He's going to be disarmed on Binus. Now he's actually going to go for a trinket. Does Man-to-Man have a stun to stop Binus? He does have a stun. Charging back in, trying to see if he can get a rampage going with a massive execute. Binus looking to see maybe if he can somehow survive. It does get a stun to Man-to-Man. It's going to get a charge heal. Trying to turn it around, and Man-to-Man looks like he actually took him out. Let's get into there just to get that cheap shot in there. Oh my god, Binus actually. Whoa, man. That was quite good. On you did really well too, my man. Whoa. Wow. Ty говоришь по-русски? Чуть-чуть, Марк, чуть-чуть. Чуть-чуть. Я забываю уже русский мой язык. Yeah, what's up, man? Moose Lucron 1v1. You guys want to do it? We could do it. 1 versus Lucron. We could do it without kind of 1v1. Warlock versus Warlock, man. I'd be dope. I'd be down. 31, I think it is. Good warrior. He is not bad, really. Он русский в чате. Ну чё, как дела? Hello, hello. What's up, Prime Time Gamer? How you doing, my man? Do Drain Lives group. We waited 2 battles to play. Who's Drain Life? Is that body count? Okay, we can get body count on him. My group is ready. Let's go. Pocket has got 5. Who's first? Who was last? I guess I'll get Zachary. Give me versus body. Okay, I'll do that. Body count with 2 T's. And Zachary. Wait, didn't work. Zach always first. We'll get you next, C-Work. I promise you, my boy. Making a group? Awesome. Yeah. And Lucron, if you guys want to duel one another in 1v1, man, I'll be down. I'll be down. +1 Feral. Go, go, go. Ferals. Лол, он настолько американец. Никогда не думал. Но я жил в Америке давным-давно, и русский забываю. У меня русские говорят, у меня американский акцент сейчас. А когда я говорю по русским... Я жил здесь больше, чем 10 лет в Америке. Я работаю в американской компании, и он говорит 1v1 как мой босс. Все. И ротации тоже. That's a bit of Russian boys, but Mark says he works at an American company. They said that I sound look like an American, but oh my god, dude. Well, my stepdad for the longest time wanted for me to lose my Russian accent. He hated it. I guess I did it, huh? Switch. Alrighty, boys. It's 100 degrees in my room. Playing Fire Mage. Don't help either way. Way too hot. Alright, see what you want to do around. We got ourselves Arthritis. Why is the name Arthritis? We got ourselves Decapitator too. We got Drain Life and there's a Warlock. J.R. Keck Oof Jr. Junior Keck Oof. We got Killer Jin going up first. What's the Shadow? Shadow getting hit with an incapitual Cyclonic Blast. By Killer Jin gonna be tricking out of Shadow as he doesn't want to take the blast on Team Blue. We also have Omen. We have Kyle. We have Boomasaur coming back as a as Alliance now, and Zar getting in there. Oh my god, Shadow taking quite a bit of damage from Kyle, from Killer Jin. Oh, so for some reason I was gonna say Kyle Jr., but it's Killer. That's gonna be Shadow trying to cleave the image. It's not gonna happen. Shadow not really good all the healthy. I'm actually wondering what Killer Jin did to you, my boy. Check it out of Killer Jin with a Fist of Fury to follow. Shadow can't quite hit through that. Used to get the big damage, big annihilates, and blade dances through Killer Jin to get some kind of healing. Trying to maintain himself. Does he play the Leech build? Dropping down. Darkness is gonna be able to chase right now. Used to get full stun saw setups onto Killer Jin. It looks like he went for a little bit of a Shadow meld in there into an imprison onto Killer. Getting those resources back up and running. Try to go for a little bit of an I-beam. Walking, flying up in the air. Maybe you'll be able to get quite a bit of damage to Killer. 1, 2, 3 lances from afar, but that's going to be full vivifies for Killer. Looking to get another leg sweep onto Shadow right now, or maybe at least another Fist of Fury. Dragon Kicker all the way to Shadow. Gonna try to see if you can find him on another angle. Shadow just kind of chilling for a bit. Just kind of hanging out, man. Mounted up. Just kind of try to avoid Killer. Try not to get hit with an incap. That was a port by Killer just now. And Shadow's trying to get some resources. Needs to get the I-beam rolling. Stun comes out. No trick available for Killer Jin. Shadow is going to be able to get quite a bit of damage in. But does he play the Leech build? Does he play the full setup for Demon Hunters? I'm actually concerned about that. Because he doesn't get quite a bit of healing like the other Demon Hunters do. And Shadow's just going to bail out of there for a second while Killer Jin is catching up on help with Zua and getting procced up. And Shadow's just playing the old school run and hide game. Killer Jin might just honestly have to mount up here. I feel like Killer Jin got a port set up for him in case he's got a bad situation. That's exactly what he's going to go for. Good port. He's going to run Incap onto Shadow right now. Leg sweep coming in. He's going to go for images with a Fist of Fury. Knocking down Shadow right now with a Whirling Dragon Punch. Trying to end them. Short stone onto Killer. And Shadow's still hanging in there. How is he still alive, man? Shadow getting the I-beam. Maybe he'll get some... Nope. I was thinking maybe he'll be able to get some damage in, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Why did Boom go... Is everybody going Alliance, boys? What the hell? Boom went Alliance. Are you kidding me? Boomasaur went Alliance on his Dark Iron, man. Getting the Destro Warlock back up and running. Don't look at the short height of a female dwarf. Don't look at the fact that it's a female dwarf. Barely anybody plays those. Be afraid. Be very afraid of the fire of the mountain. The fell flame of the mountain. Casbo's trying to come out for Boomasaur, get an incap by Killagen in the opener, trying to go for a root onto Boom, but that's going to be a conflag to get him away into non-intro by Killa. Boomasaur could go for a Casbolt as Killagen is getting the hell out of there. The Shadow Fury combo, Casbolt yet again, double Casbolt, Trinket wall coming out for Killagen. It's actually popping every defensive. He's got wall and dampen harm together, touch just coming down to Boom, and trying to get a Fist of Fury rolling, going to be more fierce to keep Killagen at bay. Boom is going to take the minimum amount of damage with a touch of death, barely looks like it took a hit. Into another Fury to keep Killagen afar. That's going to be another Casbolt. Try to line up. Looks like it's not going to happen. Horror Effect is coming out though. More Casbolts pelting Killagen right now. As he try to get a Cyclotronic Trinket rolling. Trying to get a Cyclotronic Blast in there. That's going to do quite a bit of damage to Boom. But that Blast is only doing so much karma onto Killagen right now. Trying to get as much damage into Boom as he can. Trying to turn his damage around. The karma is going to do a bit of healing. It's going to be more Fears coming out for Boomsaur though to separate him and Killa for a moment. It is going to be able to get that Immolate Conflag to follow Fear available yet again. Into Casbolt, going to be pretty beefy. Casbolt now, Killagen does port. That's still going to be a massive Casbolt flying from the side. Safety Chicken rolls in. That's going to be Infernal beating him up. Big Infernal beating him up. Conflag comes out for Boom as he finds Killagen around the corner. But so much healing available for Killa. Not even dampening yet. No dampening just yet. But he's still doing just fine. That's going to be a Succubus CC. Boomstar is going to have to go for another set of setup, man. Another set of setups. There's going to be a Casbolt, Stun, Cataclysm, another Casbolt on the side. Does land it with a conflag, keeping Killagen out in the open. It does a bit of damage, but looks like Killagen, he didn't pop Diffuse. He doesn't even have Diffuse Magic. How do you, like, diffuse the damage of that Casbolt? He, like, nullified it completely, it looked like. Is he playing that heal build? I actually want to see Killagen. Does he still play those healing trinkets, or tank trinkets healing enchants again? Because that seems like that's really unfun in these duels. I actually want to know. We'll let the chat decide if that's what he is playing, if people want to play it. Safeguard? Did he actually have a Safeguard just proc immediately and then blast away? That might have been it, actually. Because it looked like he nullified it completely. That's going to be wall for Killagen right now. As we're going to see a port coming out for Boomsaur. Zar, if you can come out of bear form, please. That would help us out a lot. Don't be in bear form, please. You got to get a heal for Boom if you're playing Ysera's. Tricky coming out for Killagen. Does land an interrupt onto Boom. That's going to be a big touch of death. Lop it onto Boomasaur. Going to be quite a bit of health loss. Same Tricky coming out for Boomsaur right now. Trying to get a stun onto Killagen with more Casbolts. Did quite a bit of damage. Horror Effect to follow. Another Casbolt right afterwards. Not going to be enough karma. Reversing the damage back to Boom. Is that going to be the end to Boomasaur right now? Trying to drain life or whatever. Killagen is left. Just trying to hang in there. Fist of Fury taking him down right now. Poor boy. Poor guy. Is up next though. Oh, I like that vanilla is Jester Warlock thing like you got going on. Is that vanilla? I think it's vanilla, right? I think it's vanilla. Or maybe like, whoa. Oh wait, I forgot he's a Worgen. Ooh, the hoodie though. I'm not a huge fan of hoodies, but that's just me. Beautiful duel. Yeah, there it is. Killagen getting hit with a Succubus CC off the start. That's going to be kind of trying to find an angle with the Cataclysm in the open and conflag to follow. Killagen is going to go for a bit of a... Nope. Not going to go for... I was thinking he was going to go for maybe a Tiger's Loss or something. Going to be a Horror Effect getting traded out with a stun for Killa into a short stun into Killagen. Is going to be able to get big Casbolts up and running. One Casbolt getting loaded up. Second right back to back. Going to be back-to-back Casbolts running. Killagen safe chicken procking out right now. He's going to get a bunch of VO5s with a Tiger's Loss. It's going to be Infernal beating him up in the back. That's going to be a Succubus whipping him into shape. That's going to be releasing out a Rain of Fire just to get some soul shards spent so the next Casbolts do even more damage. Succubus CC onto Killa. That's going to be a Cataclysm to follow Casbolt afterwards. And does go down. I guess that's all it took. It just get a couple more Casbolts in there. Stormbolt onto right now. That's going to be decapitated. Look at you decapitate this wolf. The big bad wolf. It's a Horror Effect. Tricky coming out for decapitated immediately. Going to be a port for 40% dampening, boys. We're 7 minutes in. 14% dampener. So the healing is going to start taking its toll from here on out into the 20% mark, 30, 40, and all those breakpoints is going to start to feel a lot harder to do any kind of self-heal. Decapitator trying to go for a bit of a charge, but it's actually going to be a conflag from stopping the charge midway. Stormbolt to let him stop from stopping him from moving, I guess, the best way to put it. He just needs to stop from casting all those conflags for a second. That's going to be a Fear onto the Decapitate. Does have a reflect, but that one Casbolt get reflected back into Gonna burn a Warlock Hellstone again, just trying to find a way to peel this warrior off of him. As Decapitator is just going to go for a big old blaze. So Sage Chicken coming out for Ohm right now. Does land the horror onto Decapitator. Fear does not come out. I think maybe DR'd fully. That's going to be a Succubus CC to follow with an Infernal. Ohm could maybe go for big damage right now. Cataclysm coming out. Try to get a Chaos Bolt in there, but Decapitator is going to throw a Storm Bolt in. Doesn't have a charge. Ohm is going to come flag him again with a Fear to follow afterwards with a Chaos Bolt. Double Chaos Bolt. Reflect for that second Chaos Bolt. And Ohm actually just stayed a full Chaos Bolt in face. Looking like an Execute range right now. Interrupted on the Fear. Can't stop this Decapitator right now. Execute's rolling in. And Decapitator scoring himself a kill. Zar is up next as a Feral. Getting in there. Landing that opener onto Decapitator. It's going to go for full bleed build, I think. At least I would think. Gonna go for a bit of a dance, actually messing with this warrior. Gonna be a Stormbolt, trinkets out of it immediately. And Decapitator just looking to maintain his health as best as possible. Zar got that Lucid Dream rolling. That's gonna be a lot of energy, man. Lots of shreds, lots of bites. You'll be able to get a lot of value out of this damage. Is that a good trait essence for Pharaohs, actually? Thorns are going to be insane, but that's going to be reflected on Decapitator, turning the damage around onto Zar. And we're seeing Zar popping on that wall, trying to go for a bit of that Azeroth neck ability, but not going to get a kick out of Zar. Looks like he's in an Execute Ridge. Caught a quick resell for a second. Zar needs to go for massive heal. Stormbolt coming out. Could be the answer to this Pharaoh right now. Decapitator is going to decapitate another one. That's another head to go on the wall. That's going to be Kyle Jr. next. He's going to let Decapitator go at him. Decapitator getting a full reheal. Kyle, what a nice guy. 28% dampening. Maybe it's a good thing that these duels have been going this long, because now it's Kyle versus a team of 4 players that haven't even got to play. Or 3 of them that got to play. And Decapitator already got 2 down in his book. So for Kyle, that dampener might allow the rest of the team to actually have a chance of this, man, because this is a one-man armor right there. Without any dampener, he does fine. Thorns coming out. That's going to be Decapitated again. The Reflect rolling immediately. Kyle is going to bail out of it before there can be a charge out of Decapitated, and leaps are on top of him as soon as he is out of that Reflect. Going to be a Fear into Kyle with a focus Azeroth beam. That's going to be a Skull Bash by the Feral, getting more bleeds, more progs, big bites of Decapitator, and the bleeds are set. The damage is there. Decapitator got to find a way to heal through his damage. Going to be Kyle catching a resell with a stun. Big bite. Big, massive, nasty bite right now. That's going to be Arthritis. Wait, Arthritis. Can I just call him Arthritis because it makes it that much easier? Can I just call him Arthritis? Kyle has 292k base HP. That's insane. That seems a little crazy, doesn't it? Bash to Arthritis right now, as Kyle is getting some big damage into him. Kyle basically has a tank health, doesn't he, huh? He basically has a tank health, doesn't he, huh? He's 433 out of him. How did he get 433? That's insane. Ring of Frost coming out. Is Kyle going to be able to get out of it? Doesn't get a lead, but that's one frozen Kiryu. That's going to eat. Open your mouth for a Greater Pyro. For a G-Pie. Going to be Arthritis. Cauterize coming out. Try to see if he can do some damage to Kyle. Is that going to be enough? Though barely any health. And Kyle does get to swipe him out at the end. JK Kek Oof Jr. is up next. Playing out that Outlaw with a killing spree. I will stun onto Kyle. It's going to be walled by Kyle, the Feral, the Menace, as JK just takes his whole appearance with that Plunder armor. Gonna get bashed up and a trinket out of him. Trinket out of the rogue a little bit early. Kyle's got Thorns up and running. And that cat is going to get back in. They get the bleeds up and running. And that's going to be JK getting a blind and a disarm onto Kyle. Could he go for a reset right here? If he still has a big damage right now, he could actually still do something. If he has big damage still right now, he could actually do this. Nope, he doesn't have a stun. He's just going to get back in there into a Adrenaline Rush. And he's going to try to do what he can. Regrowth coming out for Kyle. No, actually catching a resell maybe. Bash comes in, couldn't quite catch a resell, but it's going to get some damage back into JK. Decided to have the energy, I might as well do it. Big bite into JK. Short stun onto Kyle. Focus Azeroth beam. Does come in. Kyle trinkets out with a Skull Bash at the last second. He decided, you know what? This could be my end. That beam hurts. I'm low on health. I have to trinket, otherwise I die. That actually almost gave him a chance. The next step is going to be Drain Life, playing that Affliction. Let's see how well it works out for him playing Affy. And Kyle is going to get a root onto the pet just so he doesn't hit him too much. Thorns coming in right now onto Drain Life. He's just trying to get some dots going into Kyle. Wall coming out with his UAs. And that's going to be Kyle actually, I think, hiding himself for a second. More UAs coming out. It's going to be Dark Glare coming out. Kyle taking quite a bit of damage. Needs to make sure to dispel that agony. is going to try to go for Tangle Roots onto that pet. Dark Lair is out there, going to do a bit of damage to him. Those dots are actually melting him quite a bit. If only Drain Life got himself quite a bit of a setup, like a stun onto Kyle to get a bunch of UAs rolling. I think if he got like a load of UAs, I think it would have been it, man. I think that might have been it. A 49% dampening. Drain Life still just needs to get quite a bit of damage onto Kyle. Chicken's out of it right now. Going to be a big bite by Kyle. Does Drain have anything left? Needs to juke a kick out of Kyle. Trying to see if he can. It's going to be a Scald Bash regardless. And Drain Life, big bite coming out. I think that's all she wrote. I think it's got Drain Life coming in right now for Drain Life. Keeping himself barely afloat, but that's going to be Kyle taking him out with a couple of casts of a flame. Kyle came back with a big old 1v4. Kyle is nuts, dude. Kyle is on a whole nother level. Kyle, there's a level for this man that a lot of people don't even just have a key pass to reach. You know what I mean? Crazy. Crazy. Let's get Seawork in here. And Blazer got a group. Let's get Seawork and Blazer going. US 22, 3, 21, 22. Here we go. Dude, he's actually a monster. What's up, Will? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, boy. Hope you're having a good one. Duels are infested with PvE gear. It's toxic. What? Well, Kyle is not really using that amazing of PvE gear, to be honest. Like, that trinket, I know that trinket. It's not that amazing. Like, the zappity zap thing, it is not that insane. Body, trust me when I say that. Like, it's a good trinket. It's just not super insane. Okay, Seawark and Nick. Let's get those going. Which trinket? It is gonna be the Electromental in a jar from Temples of Thrallus. That one basically stacks up over like 12 stacks, and it'll do like a little zap that can spread to multiple people. But that's all the trinket does. It stacks up over time and it'll zap enemies. Dal, one horde group out of 5. Okay, Zachary, got you, man. I'll get you in the list. I just have to get Seawark and Binus because they've been waiting for a while. We got Boomstar in there too. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be something. Twitch, who do we got today? We got ourselves Team Red, actually Team Alliance. Gonna start with Seawark on Team Blue, Changes Kazoo. We got ourselves Shroudy Rowdy. We got Valorip, how's he gonna play yet? And Warvin. How's it going, Warvin? How you doing, little Warvin? It's almost like a baby name, Warvin. Like a warrior, but a baby tried to say it. That's as close as I got. Gonna be Moonstar on Team Red with Binus coming back as a warrior. Garaber getting back in there. We got ourselves Heldrock, and we got Peachy hanging on the back. Hopefully Peachy actually gets to play this time, man. Binus gonna go on up first. What's the Seamark playing? The Fire Mage playing in that 100-degree heat inside of his room as fire. He is literally on fire IRL and in game, dude. When he combusts, when he pops combustion, this is where his room is actually set on fire, and he's getting an extinguisher while popping crits on everybody, dude. Just be aware of that. Gonna be invis by Seamark as he's getting back to his side of the pillar. He's gonna try to see if he can land an opener onto Binus. I'm gonna guess he's gonna go with the Polymer from the opener. Lands a Poly, Greater Pyro. Gonna have to go for the setup. That's a B. That's a massive B. Reflect comes in for Binus, and he actually gets a big Reflect. Into Seawark. Gonna go for another Polymer right now with the Greater Pyro. Still gonna come out regardless. Gonna be full stone onto Seawark. Binus trying to get some damage back into Seawark. Gonna be a root for a second. Binus is gonna get out of there. That's gonna be a Cyclonic Blast trick and actually obliterating him. And Seawark is trying to get a couple Pyro Blasts in there. Binus is gonna land himself a charge, heal. Going to be a short breath for Seawark, and he's just going to try to see if he can bail out of there. Binus is fairly low on health, so Seawark has that advantage right now. If he can just stop Binus from rehealing to full and not polymorphing, he might be in a good spot, man. It actually might be a big lead for Binus. Maybe overlapped it. Going to be a trick out of Seawark as he gets out of stun. Another charge by Binus right now is going to be able to get a small heal. It's going to be Ring of Frost on the Binus with a Greater Pyro. Actually can't stop it. All he can do is enrage regeneration and hope for the best. It's going to be Greater Pyro with a Reflective Follow. And Seawark is not going to be able to get too much damage back to him. Pyro Blasting as soon as that Reflect is on. That might be Master burning Binus, and he does drop with that Living Bomb exploding at the end. Seawark for a while has always wanted to beat Binus in a 1v1. I think he figured it out, man. Go on Alliance. Going for that dwarf with Escape Artist. That's the way to go, man. He did it. Our boy's all grown up. Or actually grown down, really, because he's got shorter. But maybe it's just how puberty hit him. But same thing goes for Boomstar. These boys are just going short, man. Is that where the Gladiators are? Are they going short? Is that what's happening? Is that where the best of the best are going? They're just going shorter. Well, I went taller with a Nightborn going from above, so I think I'm going the other way around. Gonna be demonic gateway set up for Boomstar. Does get to intercept Seavark with the conflag. Fear trying to come out is going to be interrupted on that. Gonna get a ring of frost. Oh, what's got Boomstar? Greater Pyro did not come out. It's gonna be still a Chaos Bolt out of Boom. Trying to see if he can get a Greater Pyro after you get a breath onto the pet. Still Greater Pyro does come out. It's gonna blinks around back and forth. Horror effect to kite Seavark away. Dropping down Meteor next to Boom. That's going to be a stun onto Seavark. Boom is getting quite a bit of free damage right now. Popping off big cooldowns. Big Chaos Bolt is going to come out. Seavark is going to be in a bad spot. Maybe Temporal. Oh, no. Didn't have a Temporal for that one. That was quite a lot of damage. Has his shield back up. Maybe he can get some food here and there. Doesn't get invis. He does not get invis. The pet is getting back in there. Yeah, for Seavark, this is going to be actually tough. Boomstar still had cooldowns, but he didn't use Infernal. He'd use Dark Soul Stability. And he'll have that back in about a minute 30. But he's Infernal. He still has that as a big ace up his sleeve. Freeze comes in on the pet. Try to get a Greater Pyro. Boom. Get interrupted. Maybe he can blink. No! He tried to go for that blink far enough. Horror effect to catch Seavark out in the open with a fear to lock him out. Kind of stuck in a corner, cowering with a Chaos Bolt trying to come out. Chicken and interrupt on the Chaos Bolt. Seavark just tried to hang in there, man. Has Ice Block. Has Temporal. You kind of want the Temporal to get a lot of healing back. I think you actually might want to use Temporal with an Ice Block, get cauterized, get a little health back. I think it might be the only way to do this if he does want to go for a big setup. But he basically just got to be aware of his health and use his cooldowns carefully. Be very, very careful. Chaos Bolts are going to start flying. Can he rely on the side of him? He does range him fire now, but that's still going to be a pretty big immolate sitting on him right now. Does get a breath. No, actually misses the breath from the pet. Ring of Frost, go to Frosty the pet. No, get it stunned up instead. Boomstar, I think he's just trying to make sure he doesn't need to use his pet interrupt yet. He's just still trying to wait. I think it might be end right here, man. He's got to get that cauterize in. Oh, cauterize didn't come in. That was a little bit early for our boy Seavark. That's a little bit early, my boy. Going to be a port for Boomstar. Is he going to be able to get a Maldic out of this Boomstar? That would have been insane if he got a Maldic on Seavark. Absorb a lot of the healing. Getting interrupted. And Seavark barely has any health. Needs to go for food right now. Needs to freeze the pet and needs to freeze Boom. And go for food right now. ASAP. If you can help it. Not going to be able to. Might just have to go in, popping big cooldowns into Boom. Fear is going to come in. Chaos Bolt to follows. Boom is trying to go for a setup. That's going to Seavark blinking on top of him with a Cyclonic Blast. Not going to happen. And it's going to go down as he gets interrupted on his cast. That Infernal honestly finished it. I don't know if Boomstar really needed to pop that Infernal, but that was enough to end that duel. Kazu is up next into back-to-back fears as he's trying to get some damage back into Boom. Has a big Guardian of Azeroth for this 1v1. Boom is actually getting pelted by the Guardian quite a bit. It's doing some work. But it's actually, I think, going to be Guardian turning around. Yeah, it's turning around. Double Infernal for Boomstar right now. Both of these Infernals are just messing him up. Was that a third Infernal maybe in the back there? Did you just get randomly 3 Infernals or something? What was that? What is that luck? You just rained Infernals out of no. Oh my god, back in Legion, that was the thing Desperate Warlocks actually had with the artifact weapon, and Boomstar does take out Kazoo. What was that? That's another Infernal. He still has Infernals for days. He just got Infernals for days. Unless it's the Infernal from back with Seavark and he just lasted that long. Maybe that's what it was. That was more than one Infernal though, for sure. That was lucky. How did he get so many Infernos? Nobody knows. That was insane. That's the essence though, boys. Low chance or a decent chance to proc an Inferno. I don't think it has a cooldown internal. That was incredible. And Boomstar got himself in a decent spot versus Valorop, got himself out in the open. Valorop is going to have to cross the middle if he wants to get to Boom. That's about 8% dampening rolling in, and it's just going to get higher and higher, boys. Chaos Bolt's coming out into Valorop with the fear, keeping him again at bay. Hand of Freedom does nothing for you, incinerates for free. Valorop decided, you know what, I'm still going to truck it. Maybe pop a Shield of Vengeance. Doesn't even have that, actually. Just trying to make his way over to Boom. Waited out to see if Boom was have a reflect or so. That's going to be a trinket out of that pet CC. Maybe he can do some damage to Boom. Going to be a horror effect to follow. Bubbling out of it. Boomstar might be in a bad spot. Does a wall. Maybe that'll be enough to keep him afloat. Wall comes down. Might go down here right now. Valorop looking to finish it up. And he does do a big wings with bubble. Immunity while full cooldowns are rolling. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hell Rock is next. Trying to get in as a survival. It looks like Valorop is already hitting the wrong guy. It looks like there's a blood of the enemy right now out of health. And he's just trying to nuke this warrior ASAP. And next, Shroudy Rowdy is going to be up next. So Hell Rock is just going to get in that flare in case the Feral comes up. needs to go for traps, but before that happens, Trick gets out of that immediately, actually, into a freezing trap onto Shrouded with a charge trap to follow. Manning advantage at the very beginning. Interesting choices. Doesn't want to let the Feral get the opener. Is going to go for a couple of grenades to stone him up. Sicking the pet on him. Getting the stun. Going to be a trick it out of Shrouded. Rowdy trying to go for a bit of a... I'm trying to almost rhyme there. Mowdy? That would be the word I would have used. I don't think that's a real word. Wall coming out for Shrouded though. Trying to bail out of it. And Hellrock is just kind of going for damage. She's not really popping off for too crazy of cooldowns. So it's going to be a freezing trap onto Shrouded, and a trick it available. Manning Benders coming out for Hellrock, staying super offensive with his Feral into another charge trap to keep him slowed. That's going to be him trying to power trap, but the charge trap keeps him slowed for a little bit while he's inside of it. That's actually really good for him. Gonna be a stun opener by Shrouded. Finally able to get some dots onto Hellrock. Might want to clean up those dots immediately. Gonna bail out for a second. Shrouded still looking just to get out. Could be a harpoon. As it's just on a chase with his Feral, just letting the pet chase after him right now. Get a skill command. Try to see if he can get a cast off or two. And it's gonna be going down. And Hellrock taking him out fairly quickly. Wyvern is up next though. Could Wyvern do here anything? Could he do anything? Trick us out of that stun immediately. Stun into Hellrock to follow. It's gonna go for a bit of that Blade Storm. But it's not really Blade Storm. It's more like you get hammers. That's like construction work, right? It's like Demolition Derby actually. It's like Demolition Service, not really Blade Storm. What did Blade Storm change the name? Instead of Blade Storm? Not like Axe Storm, but like an Axe Barrage or Demolition. With Mace is going to be a win. Actually, going to go for a big reheal with a reflect right now in case there's a trap available. Try to get himself some range regen going with a stun to Hellrock. Might be able to get some healing here and there. Hellrock's shield is going to get procced up. It's going to go for Manning Bennett, which is why he's got it. Hellrock is chilling for now. Byron though, not looking that healthy. Hellrock just going to disengage for a second. Has a trick in if he ever needs to. And it's just going to range Byron. I think it's going to be the end of this warrior right now. Down he goes. Who is this hunter? Hellrock actually got 3 kills. Nice. It was mostly a caster duel today, wasn't it? Yeah, it really was. Not bad, boys. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, boys. Here we go. Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah. Boom got a group. Oh, lordy. Do we have enough for one more? Man, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, boys. It is starting to wear on me. I think I got one more 5v5 1v1 in me, and then we got one versus Lucron 1v1 for the day, but probably only one 1v1 for now. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I got one more in me, boys. Wait, let me have a sip of water before I really die. Oh, Seavark, how's it going, my man? What's up? Man, that feels good. Who we got with the group? I think that was Doom versus Jeff King just now. Or no, that was Seawork versus Binus. Zachary, and I can kill with Lucron for 1v1. Awesome. Awesome. Lucron got a 1. Seawork wants to kill. Does Jeff King by any chance have a group? Because Seawork's group just got to play. Or maybe Doomlon got a group. We can get those guys going too. I want to get as much variety here, man. We could get Seawork with Zachary. He was. Just saying you them. I guess you could do that. I guess you could do that. Gee, boys, that was the 100 kill switch for life, man. You gotta get back in on these, dude. That was fun, man. We gotta get you on this more often. Look how many games I've played. Alright, Seabark, we'll get you in, man. We'll get you in, my boy. I'm in 2s and I'm stuck at 1900. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. Hey, man, that's a lot of games, but hey, you know what? Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up. That's all you gotta do, man. Keep trying at it. Are you playing with a rogue? Or you're playing with a caster, healer? Because maybe changing up your strats might be the way to go. Look at mine now. All right, one. Let's go, man. Let's check you out. Let's peep your games. Ooh, 2 in 200 already. That's quite a bit of games too. 2100 already, dude. I've been trying to get some 2s. I got a partner that I'm gonna be doing some stuff with for now. Found some dude randomly. Seems like a decent dude. We'll see though. But if any of you boys want to do some PvP together, arenas, let me know. Seavark and Zachary. Let's get him going. Oh, nice enough Feral, dude. Lots of Ferals are doing exceptionally good right now in PvP. Exceptionally good. A rogue. I've not tried caster yet. Or like a healer, I meant. Not a caster, but like a healer. Maybe like with a paladin or with a monk, it could be really good. Or with a shaman. We could drop down. Can Ressa drop down Sky Furies for you? Because I think that'd be really strong. Maybe like an elemental and elemental shaman and a mage could do really well. Yeah, we'd love to play with you, Arena. Could you teach a noob? I'm not really good at teaching noobs. I'm good at making. I'm decent at making guides, but like teaching on the fly with Arena, that's like coaching. I'm terrible at that. I'm very terrible at that. I wouldn't know where to start. All I know is how to give you a guide and rotations and stuff. But like coaching for Arena strats, I don't hang out in Arena often enough at like a really high rate to get like coaching done, my man. Let me get another one going. New, close it out. Let's get it. Twitch. What do we got this? We got Jenik in here hanging out. Oh wait, it's actually not Jenik. It is the Owlboy from the Marvel Studios. Iron Man. No, it's Thor. Oh. I'm not that much of a nerd. We got ourselves Lucrow. We got ourselves Lilith. We got Matrix going up first on his big old mech, hanging out with Mo Moggs and Zachary on the Death Knight. We gotta have ourselves Boomsor in the back. One hanging out about. We got Seavar, Kyle Jr. and Sneak a lot. Gonna be going up as a BM Hunter off the bat. Matuk's gonna get opened up on. Got that charge, double charge on the Sneak a lot with a Fear to Follow. Popping off of his cooldowns. Sneak a lot is gonna do quite a bit of damage back to him. Trying to go for that Azure beam. And Matuk does shrink it out of that. That is gonna be a Basilisk attack. Sneak a lot probably shouldn't walk Matuk's away from the Basilisk because that thing is. It's kind of a fat bastard. It's like really short, really slow, but he does quite a bit of damage. Cyclonic Blast coming out from Matuk's actually got quite a bit of damage. And a Sneakalot, he didn't get an intro, but it's going to be a freezing trap onto Matuk's as he got resources going. Sneakalot popping that turtle maybe a little bit early. Is he going for the camo? Is he going to go for the camo? He's trying to go for the mage foot. Not going to happen as Matuk's rushing heads on. Russian head straight right into danger. Sneak a lot. Gonna get acceleration rolling. Should have popped maybe that a little bit early. Put that thing on cooldown versus Matuk's when you first lost a little bit of health. Needs to make sure that he maintains his pet heal on him as all times. That's gonna Matuk's popping that rage regen so he can at least maintain and stay. Keep his health afloat. Popping that thing on cooldown. Maybe he's expecting for this duel versus the Hunter to be extra long. So might as well put that thing on cooldown now and worry about it later. They might be able to use it for the next duel. Sneak a lot looking for a bit of mage food. Does he have the camo? Going to be a big to back leap for Matuk's. Stun by Sneak a lot and a big beam onto Matuk's right now. Going to take quite a lot of damage there. But not the most amount of damage. Sneak a lot probably should have had Bestial Wrath with that as well. That probably buffs the damage of it, right? Almost like it buffs the damage of it, right? That would have been the best setup there. Going to be reflected. Matuk's is expecting yet another trap. Does Sneak a lot drop one? Looks like he's going to be waiting a little bit. Sneak a lot does maintain the pet heal as best as possible. I'm pretty sure that's what is healing him right now. Or does he? Because usually we see Nando with that pet heal, and usually that thing seems to be a little bit more substantial. But maybe this guy's just surviving. That's going to be a pet heal right here. There we go. He does use it. Oh, we putting that thing on cooldown, man. But he's trying to get away from Matuk's. Actually doing quite a good job of cutting Matuk's. Popping the reflect maybe a little bit early. Because usually Sneaks a lot, tries to pop that trap when he's low on health. When he goes for that separation. But now that he knows he got a trap out of you, or reflect out of you, he doesn't need to worry about trapping himself. Throwing down a trap, trying to kite Matuk's through it. Matuk's actually being very careful and does walk into it at the very last second. It's going to be a stun onto Matuk's. Right off of that is expected him to trigger that trap. Going to be leap into a charge. Matuk's getting right on top of Sneaks a lot. Needs to kite the warrior back to Matuk's. Going to go for that cyclotronic trick. And blast is going to do quite a bit of damage before he gets interrupted. Matuk's popping off the reflects maybe a little bit early. Now Sneaks a lot knows that the reflect is down. He could trap him if he wanted to. But he does have the Bastards. He does have that thing popping on big damage. He knows there's no trigger for Matuk's either. So Matuk's popping on big cooldowns. Trying to get that execute. That's going to be that trap back up on him as he tried to get some damage in. That's going to be a massive Azeroth beam back at Matuk's. Does have a reflect. I don't think it actually gets reflected. Going to get another charge in on it. Maybe a execute right now. That's going to be Matuk's. Continuing on 3 minutes in. Popping in more in rage regeneration just to maintain. That's going to be execute range available for Sneak a lot as he gets a small heal. Going to go for a shot him for a second. Does he have another reset with Matuk's? So far he can't kill him, but he's going to go down. He does go down. He couldn't quite take down Matuk's. He couldn't quite do it. Whatever he was trying to go, he couldn't quite do it. That's going to be Seavar getting the Cyclotronic Blast. And it's going to go for Crucible Flame. Going to kite Matuk's around. Going to get the charge. Good thing Matuk's runs the double charge. Might be able to cut off Seavar a few times. Blaze storming at him. Could maybe go for line of sight, actually. Needs to get the charge heals, that's for sure. If we can get those charge... Oh, what? I'm gonna guess he got procced on. That was like very little, very passive damage out of Seavark. I was actually surprised Matrix went down there. That's going to be Zachary next as his pets do get rooted down. Going to be arcane missiles from a distance. Zachary looking to maybe catch the line of sight. No, decided, you know what? I'm going to keep trucking along. I have AMS. I'm just going to get the damage going. Getting that big abomination on top of Seavark. Stun locking him right now. Could be a trick out of Seavark. Not going to go for it as Army of the Dead rolls in. Seavark needs to bail away from the army immediately before they really start clapping him down right now. Could be a grip out of Zachary in a moment. Maybe that's exactly what Zachary's waiting for. Going to be a big knock up on all the pets. Seavark is still in there. Could be a grip. That's going to be a big grip. Needs to keep slowing down with a chain of ice. Seavark is going to try to blink out of there yet again, but that's going to be quite a lot of damage from Zachary. He gets himself pretty big heal from Warlock Hellstone, keeps trucking on, and Seavark is continuing to kite the pets. Most of the army is down, and Seavark got himself quite a bit of healing too. I'm going to get some Warlock Hellstone out of him as well. Zachary popping in the IBF to pop a defensive versus Seavark with a transfusion. Doesn't have the grip for this though. Seavark needs to get himself some big setup with Zachary, but as long as Zachary can hit him anything, like, that's going to be tough. Big grip coming in. Does Seavark have a way to disengage yet again? Looking like kind of try to blink back, actually. It doesn't look like it worked that well. And they got to blink forward after. Zachary sitting in that AMS. That's going to be AMS down. Seavark could maybe try poking at the Death Knight now. Just needs to make sure not to get interrupted. Going to get himself the tempo rolling to regen whatever healing he's got going on. So Zachary needs to get the full army rolling yet again. He gotta wait for that apocalypse, I think. He gotta make sure to pressure Seavark, just make sure to keep him slowed at all times. It's all about Seavark using those blinks properly now. Transfusion coming in for Seavark, or for Zachary. Does he have any way to stop Seavark's Cyclotronic? He was able to get a death back rolling. Maybe he can get a couple of death strikes in still. More arcane missiles coming out. That's gonna be A-bomb. That's exactly what Zachary needs right now. Needs to get that AMS rolling, and that death pack is gonna be coming down soon. Needs to get a couple death strikes. Does grip and stun Seavark. This is gonna be an ice block. What the what just now happened? Hello? What was that? Wait, did Seavark just arcane explosion him? Arcane mage damage doesn't feel like quite as burst. Like Seavark didn't go for a big burst. It's like whittling enemy down over and over, little by little, one by one. It's not all about big one shots. It's just all about like chipping away at them. And it's so hard to tell whether Arcane Mage got big damage saved up or not. Unless you're like Spard, we got that big fiery damage just blasting people back to back. Seavark decided to play that one very passive. He didn't decide to go for a full Arcane Missiles barrage spam spree on him. Decided to whittle him down, but that's how you have to do versus the pets, especially against Unholy. Some arcane blast coming, or arcane missiles coming out for Seavark, getting stunned up as he does have a temporal rolling. I swapped to the wrong person. That's going to be back-to-back stun actually as Lucron got Seavark completely locked out with a tire still clapping him from the distance. Does get one more cast in, and Seavark is going to be at about half health. Needs to go for as many instants as he can to maintain his health as best as possible. That's all he can really do for now. Lucron is just trying to find an angle, trying to catch up to this elusive mage. That's going to be another tyrant. That is going to be another tyrant, just poking out of nowhere. Lucron tried to get that reach with the Shadow Fury. It didn't work out. It's going to drop down Warlock Gateway. The pets are going to be on one side. Slow comes in by Seavark. Is going to try to maybe go for that Invis. Looks like it didn't quite work out. Arcane Missile coming out. Actually getting locked in on Arcane. That's where some of the more pets, some more imps are coming in. Seavark is just going to wait out until that lockout is done with. Going to get a knockup on Lucron as he's trying to get that fear going. Lucron trying to juke out that fear. Does have reflect available for Seavark. Is going to be able to get that fear going. That's going to be trick out of Seavark though, so that's to trick it down. Next setup with stuns could be the end of him. It's going to be a horror effect into a stun as Lucron got a bunch of pets over there. Another hand to go down. Maybe no. Going to go for drain life instead to maintain his health. Knowing that Seavark is going to dip behind the pillar anyway. Doing whatever damage he can to him while he's got it. Lucron is just trying to find an angle on him all over again. See if we're getting those missiles in. Is that Lucron's trinket from the new raid? Like the shark or the sky raid that just keeps dumping him down. Or dumping on everybody. Like keeps crashing on people. I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's the shark. Does that thing do a lot of damage? I see a lot of people using it as a proc. Kind of crazy. Lucron is again just trying to catch up to Seavark. That's all it really comes down to. Just saying, can he catch up to him? Being a Warlock is kind of just slow. Like you look at Seavark, he's just moving so fast over and over. My camo always have to shift it around all over the place. But Lucron's a little more steady. As you can see exactly what the ban is at. There's going to be Cyclonic Blast for Seavark. Does get an interrupted to Lucron. Trying to go for a bit of damage. Took out about 25%. Gonna be a Tyrant coming out for Looker right now. Double stun onto C-Mark. Maybe that could be a Horror Effect to follow. Lots of damage by this peasant. That could be the end to C-Mark. Oh my god. Lucron's burst, man. He doesn't play it like one. He decided to go to play it with a double pet setup. Oh my god. Let's go, boys. Whew. That's gonna be Boomstar up next. Destruction Warlock versus Master of the Demons. That's what it's really going to come down to. I think the Casbolts win here, but I could be wrong. I think Casbolts win, but maybe Lucron with his pets. And just how annoying the stuns and the horrors and the interrupts are and the fears. Maybe having the pet stun might give him that early advantage. That's going to be Boomstar actually catching Lucron in the conflag. Tried to get an Emily, didn't quite work out. Lucron tried to poke out from the side. Is going to get the pet CC'd. Oh, that's another thing though. Boomstar pet CC is going to be pretty huge. I mean, Lucron being able to CC Boomstar's pet is going to be big too, because that's his interrupt. Because Lucron will always have an interrupt. Maybe that's where Boomstar is keeping his pet back, so he doesn't want to get interrupted or banished. And there goes that banish. Going to get a horror onto Lucron with a shot of Fury. Cannibal combo. Cataclysm to follow. Second Cataclysm with an Infernal. Randomly crashing down. Horror effect comes in onto Boomstar. And Lucron is just going to go have to... I think it's yeah, he actually banished that thing. But a second one dropped in. I don't know. Wait, I think that's actually I think that's actually Boomstar's real Infernal this time. I think it is. As you see the boy popping up big cooldowns. It's going to be a stun onto Boomstar. Random Tyrant comes in for Lucron. It's going to get an actual Tyrant this time. Maybe a Reflect available for either one of those. Banish coming in on Tyrant. Going to be an interrupt, but Lucron has no more wall available for Boomstar. As he's continuing to just Chaos Bolt. And poor boy Lucron both got interrupted right now. And Lucron is going to take his pets to take the kids and get out of there. That Tyrant is still clapping him. Oh my god. Boomstar was not aware. He was like, you know what? I got to worry about Lucron. But that Tyrant was the MVP. He was there doing all the work. And now it's up to one. Where's his Lucron? Oh my god. That was nutty. Boomstar was so focused on Lucron, he didn't care about the Tyrant, but that Tyrant in the end still wins. That Tyrant is the guy that does all the work. It's going to be Lucron trying to catch up some food, but 38% dampening going to make it harder. Yo! Genic, can you walk up and get some heals for Lucron, please, so we can have a full honor duel here? Even if you don't get a full honor duel, you guys will have a 1v1. Best out of 3 anyway. Genic, you're allowed to heal Lucron to full. Warlocks, man, yeah, that's scary. Yo, one wants to make sure this duel is as good as it gets. You guys are gonna get a best out of 3 1v1 anyway. Might as well, right? Might as well. See what's that, dude. Test your metal right now. Lucron is gonna be down wall though, so he's not gonna have it when he needs it. That's gonna be one thing that he's gonna be behind on. Between 1 and Lucron, how different is the playstyle? Lucron does go for a double Fel Guardian. He can summon a second one with a stun. That's going to be quite a lot of damage. 1 is more focusing about getting a massive Tyrant. 1 also plays Bile Scourge Bombers. What'd you do to yourself? How'd you CC yourself for 50 seconds? Hello? That's going to be a stun onto Lucron. There's going to be a Reflect or interrupt onto 1 for a second. Banish coming out for Lucron, trying to banish one pet. It's going to be a Tyrant trying to come out. Looks like it's not going to happen. The fear comes in. That's going to be an interrupt onto Lucron right now. Is 1 trying to get some pets up and running, just choosing to get the pets off of the Felguard. Trying to see if he can get himself a second Tyrant going. And Lucron just also working on building his own army. Both of these boys, I'm just so confused. What is this actually? I'm just so distracted. I'm so sorry, chat. That's going to be Tyrant getting summoned up by Lucron. Double stun for both of them. Nobody wants the other to get a full army going. It's going to be interrupt onto 1 right now. After that, as Drain Life comes in for our boy Lucron. Tentacle down comes in for 1 right now. And both of them are in each other's areas. Are at their own zones for the time being. Gonna be a banish onto 1's pet as 1 is closing in. Dropping in Bile Scourge Bombers. Has a random summon Demonic Tyrant available too. Was that his actual Demonic Tyrant that he decided to get out? Lucron is gonna bail out of that situation. 1 is gonna get 1 cast in there. Drain Life to follow. That's gonna be 1. Getting a lot of procs back to back. Second Tyrant available for him right now. He's gonna go for a bit of Drain Life off of the Felguard. And that Tyrant is gonna get a clap or 2. Lucron getting stunned out in the open. 1 sending out more pets up and running. Just look around at the big setup here. It looks like he has all his cooldowns. He has wall, he has everything. And he's going to be at a massive whale crashing on top of one just now. Going to have a reflect for Lucron for early. Now it's going to be all about CC chain. Can one get right CC chains? Can he get it ahead of Lucron? Looks like one is going to get CC chain first. Sending CC chain back on Lucron with a horror. Can he chain any stuns off of that? Lucron taking quite a bit of damage from the start here. Banish coming in 4-1, trying to banish out the Fel guard, and it's actually going to build up an army off of the guard. He doesn't take a lot of damage, but that guard doesn't take any damage. Well, it's going to be stunned, and maybe one could go for a big setup. Is going to get a reflect rolling. Hand go down coming out for Lucron as he gets hit with a fear. Interrupting one is going to go for more hand go downs into a tyrant right now. Does Lucron have a second Fel guard available? That's going to be one's demonic tyrant on the other side. And one is going to bail to the other side, getting his own tyrant up and running right now. Both of these guys are just getting tyrants at random, it looks like. And Lucron's tyrant. Oh, Lucron died, actually. That was just all over the place, chat. That was hard to follow. But one taking Lucron out, and he's going to get that mage food. 15 minutes in. We are at 60% dampening. Who is up next? Is it going to be Lilith? I think it is going to be Lilith. It looks like Jenik just has a bunch of spiders. Some... Brew back here, he's just making all the toys in the world. He's gonna be here to save us all in the end. Let's just let in one heal up. Alright. Okay. And Lucron getting that cremation burial. He's gonna go out in flames. Flames of glory. Fly, my sweet prince. Gonna be an opener onto one by Lilith. Gonna get hit with a stun by the pet to follow. Horror effect right afterwards. Fear right after. There's gonna be hand to go down for one right now as he's getting some damage in. Fear is gonna be drain life after. Lilith is gonna go for a bit of line of sight. I think Lilith just might have to get at one and go for big damage. Cole coming out. Walk available for one right now. Lilith no longer with a Vendetta. I think you got popped Vendetta a little bit early. I think when you pop Vendetta, you want to min-max damage. That is going to be a Tyrant coming out. And this is where Lilith, actually not a bad idea to manage that. Wait out the Tyrant while one is low on health, especially. So apparently somehow he got caught out by the Boskridge Bombers. Getting hit with a stun lag. The Tyrant is going to be able to get a cast out for two. Cheat dead, but not for long. The Tyrant dissipating in the last moment, and one does drain his life at the very end. Very unlucky. Very unlucky. Lucron looks like my room on fire. There it is. There it is. Looks like Kyle Jr. won't even be able to play. Jenik is going to be last man standing. Alright there, Captain America. Alright, Hulk. Thor is going to get it. Dude, his ears actually fit behind the helmet so perfectly. Look at that. Good thing they'll clip a little bit, but they don't. Good thing they would actually clip. For some reason, YouTube keeps signing me out on my own channel. Hello? For some reason, with the music keeps signing me out for whatever reason. Imani Gabe coming down 4-1 right now. He's set up. 17 minutes. He's ready to go. This is about to pop off here versus Jenik. Jenik got all his cooldowns. One doesn't have wall for a bit, but this is going to be Jenik trying to come out to the other side. Nope, he actually just went out to cremate Zachary. They're just burning all the bodies, man. Because the paladin is like, burn the bodies, stop the plagues. Trying to pretend he's Arthas right now. And this room is the Stratholme. And one is one of those infected Stratholmians. Stratholme citizens? Stratholme denizens? That's going to be Jenik rushing in like a headless horseman. Trick gets out in a hodge onto one right now. Going to be stunned by the pet. Jenik got that execution sentence rolling. Going to be Fear coming out. Is going to get wings rolling. That's going to be a bubble right now for Jenik. Trying to go for the blood of the enemy. Trying to see if he can one-shot one. Can he pony up there fast and a bubble still holding on strong. One taking quite a bit of damage with a Fear onto Jenik right now. Jenik will still get that in ray. Ooh, Shield of Vengeance coming up right now. That shield pops so fast at this high dampening. Going to be reflect for one right now. Shadow Fury onto Jenik. Getting stunned up for a second. More demons coming out, and Jenik does go down as one. Just collapse every demon in the world and all the other worlds onto him all at once. That's gonna be the end of that one, boys. That's gonna be the end of that one, you hear? Alrighty, let's get that 1v1 of Lucron versus one. We're gonna see who's gonna be the Papa Warlock here, man. Who's gonna take it? 1v1 Lucron versus one Warlock versus Warlock. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Ready? I got Lucron. Let me get this recorded for the gods, man. For the years. For the ages. For the ages. Jump. Land. This is gonna start it here. Del Potato. And Zachary 2. Random arenas for the both of you, since you guys exact the same spec. You just play it a little bit different. Hook Point is going to be the map that we're going to be starting off today, boys. Warlock versus Warlock. Let me get a sip of water. I got a soda here, but I think water is going to be healthy for me for now. Valley be like, this entire arena must be purged. Exactly. Exactly, Anthem. He asked the guy, so what's up, man? And I hit him, man. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good summer, man. Wild War first, dude. Method 100% winning. I've been watching it. You excited for Classic, by the way? You excited for Classic? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. Alrighty, we got ourselves one versus Lucron. Looks like one is just gonna give some faces. Zach, so C-Mark, you better give him a pep talk, man. Get him ready. Zach, you better be massaging. Oh, he's just praying. He's just bowing down to the king. He's like, I am a pleb. I can't tell Lucron what to do. I can't tell him nothing. Just play good, my liege. Play good, my lord. Lucron and one are both Demonology Warlocks, but they are a little bit different in terms of how they play. That's going to be C-Mark bailing out of that arena. There's going to be Lucron getting those demon dogs out right now from One's pet. He actually has One's pet back here, and he actually built quite a bit of shadow bolts. Both of these guys take advantage to use the pets to build shadow bolts off. That's going to be stunned early onto Lucron. Lucron is going to be playing for the double Fel Guard playstyle, while one is playing the Bile Scourge Bombers. Unless he decides to change up the playstyle, it looks like Demonic Tyrant coming out for one. Just a random Demonic Tyrant drop. Lucron getting that CC opener with a horror effect. That's going to be Lucron trying to see if he can summon up a real Tyrant. As he got a second Fel Guard rolling, he's going to be real Tyrant up and running. One does have effect trying to banish up the Tyrant. Does get to do it. And is going to go for the Demonic Tyrant himself. That's still a lot of damage from this Fel Guard. It's going to be a Warlock Hellstorm burning. And Lucron is going to go for that line of sight from the Demonic Tyrant of one. His Tyrant comes back, but it's basically exhausted. So by the time the banish is over, that Tyrant is going to be done with one. Definitely has a little bit of that advantage with his birds, but now there's going to be still two Fel Guards attacking him, trying to drain life from both of them. That's the advantage that Lucron gets. Lucron gets a random Tyrant. For Lucron, if he has multiple pets, he's actually going to summon his Fel Guard all over again. If he gets those Tyrants back to back, especially if he has double of them, if he can get a prolonged burst with multiple Tyrants coming out back to back, that'll be strong for him. One does need to get a stun onto Lucron with the Bile Scourge Bombers a lot more often. I think that's going to be his massive advantage here. He's going to get a banish onto Fel Guard for Lucron. Lucron's guard is down. It's going to be a horror effect onto Lucron. While his CC going to burn that Warlock Hellstone now. Waited out for as long as he could. This is where Lucron is the one getting to do some damage. Going to banish one's guard. And one is going to banish Lucron's guard. Actually getting interrupted at the end there. And this is where one is just going to build up the Grand Gul'dan Imp army right now. Building up as many imps as he can. Stun onto Lucron. Maybe he can go for the big damage. Just even roll Bile Scourge. I think he's not even Bile Scourge Bombers this time, because I haven't seen him use them. But if you could stun Lucron with a Bile Scourge, that would be so strong, man. One is only slightly behind on health. Shadow Fury around the corner into Lucron. No, he actually Shadow Fury is Lucron's pets. Lucron getting hit with an interrupt. Reflect available for one. And Lucron just tried to bail out of there for a little bit. Just tried to wait for a sec. Horror effect into Lucron right now. Has Reflect if he needs to. He could use Reflect if he wanted to stun onto Lucron right now. One, getting out even more pets, more Demon Doggers. Does not roll Bile Scourge Bombers this time. But maybe he'll try next time. It looks like he's actually starting to turn it on one. And one is the one popping wall right now. Trying to get Hand of Gul'dans back to back. Maybe one is trying to go for big burst right now. Lucron get it to someone's second Tyrant. That's good. Or second Fel Guard. That's going to be a Demonic Tyrant. Maybe another stun onto one. Back-to-back stuns. While available for Lucron. Trying to collapse at one. Cannot even go. CC in the pest. Trying to get a Tyrant of his own. Trying to go damage for damage. Fear onto one of the guards. That's going to be stunned into Lucron. Can one do enough damage? Chicken for Lucron right now. Both of these guys are collapsing everything. Reflect available for both of them. Whose pets are going to do the work? And it looks like Lucron's pets are just slightly ahead. That's going to be horror onto Lucron right now. One gets enough health back up. Drain life onto Lucron. Is he going to go down right now? He has still a Fel Guard attacking him. One barely alive. That's going to be still all those pets. Drain life and from the pet. And Lucron might want to do the same thing. Stun onto one right now. Those pets could do work right now. That Fel Guard could do the trick. Getting fewer down with a horror effect onto one right now. More Demon Dogs. Stun onto Lucron. One barely has any health. Trying to line aside this ASAP. Gonna fear one of the demon dogs with a drain life. That's gonna give his fear a bit more of a leech potential. But that Felguard is there to disrupt his fun. One is on the ropes right now. He fell behind to the army of the demons. To double Felguard. Down it goes. Lucron takes the first one. Lucron takes that first one. I feel like having a second Felguard in the mix definitely helped. One, Lucron, one and Zachary, let me know when both are ready. We'll get you boys going back in. Lucron taking the first one, boys. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's get in there. Woo. I'm ready. We're ready. All right, perfect. Let's get another one in. Let's get another one in there, boys. Robo-drome. We're going to the Robo-drome, boys. Let me check out this arena while I got it, because we never get to see it, man. What a cool looking arena, man. Actually, a really dope ass looking arena. Hold on, can I do this? Can I do this right here? No, it doesn't quite work. I want to like face one direction, but have the camera go in the other. I guess we could do this. Hold on, we'll do this. Check out the arena, boys. Is there anybody watching? There's like some robots watching. There's actually no one watching this, is there? Maybe there's like gnomes inside of these things. Inside of the crates, and they're looking through this little cogwheel peephole. Maybe that's how they're watching the arena. There's nobody watching. I kind of like when they added people and it was like, get out there and finish them. It's going to be Lucron back in on Team Red. Double Felguard playstyle. Maybe he'll change it up. Versus one, the Gladiator Warlock playing Demonology. Maybe one will take a page out of Lucron's book and go for the double Felguard here, because the burst with those things is insane. And when it comes to all those pets all over the place, it is sometimes hard to manage which pet do you CC, which pet do you deal with first or last. Both of them are setting up their own Warlock gateways to close in or back out. I kind of like how Warlocks have been using gateways to charge people. I actually been really enjoying that because they can really push up. You know, might as well use the gateway for the mobility. It's a 2-minute cooldown to use the gateway again. So most people use it very defensive, but using offensive to score a kill is actually a solid plan, man. Gonna be looking to get interrupted early on, but he's gonna kite his pets back with him. Not gonna put the pet back near one. He's actually gonna trinket that stun a little bit early. One is gonna get the demonic tyrant going a little bit early too. I think it's a random proc tyrant. Gonna be a horror effector to Lucron, but he's gonna be able to get a back-to-back stun onto one with a horror to get him back out in place. Is that one actually with double Felguard there? I think he is there with double Felguard. He is playing a double Felguard playstyle. And it's playing Boskridge Bombers too, so he's going for the full burst setup. Got a Boskridge Bombers in case Lucron comes in the other side. Double Felguard comes in for Lucron right now. Is he going to be able to get a full Tyrant up and running? And one is looking to land those Fears into Lucron. Look at just to CC him for the duration of it, as one is the one who gets a Tyrant. That's going to be Lucron backing up for just a second. Double Felguard won't do the most amount of damage. And one of the Felguards is going to despawn. Trying to see if he can get a Fear onto one of one's pets. Actually, does he still double Felguard? Does Lucron have a Felguard? Looks like he's pulled his back. Looks like he doesn't have the second one. Looks like the second one did despawn. Unless the second one is over here. It's hard to tell whose pet is who sometimes. They look the same. If only one of you guys use the glyph. Stun coming onto Lucron with a Boskridge Bombers. Doing quite a lot of damage. Lucron does land a horror effect onto one with a few instants. And it's going to get a reflect rolling a little bit early. Does reflect that CC back into one with a stun to follow. Demonic Tyrant coming out for Lucron. Is that going to be enough? The Shot of Fury on Lucron and all his pets is going to be able to banish away that Tyrant immediately. So Lucron's burst is done. And that Felguard is actually just obliterating Lucron. I think that might be the end to Lucron right here. Looks like his health just got way too low, way too quick. And he doesn't really have a way around this right now. Barely has enough health to work with. Stun coming out by the Felguard. Looks like I think it's going to go back to nuking him. Boskridge Bombers, and actually one is the one taking this one this time. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Is it Zachary going to get one shot here? Zachary bailed. Yeah. So one takes this one this time. I told you, Boskridge Bombers might have been the way to go. He actually got a good stun on Lucron. Lucron was actually kind of disrupted for this full play style. And he did take a page out of Lucas' book. He's learning from him. I'm good to go. All right, Zachary, let me know when you're ready. Let's get to the last one, boys. The last one. Who is going to be the best Warlock over here? Let's go, boys. Let's go. Zachary? Let me know when you're good to go, my man. Let me know when you're good to go. What's up, Muhammad? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. That arena actually looks pretty cool, man, doesn't it? That arena actually looks pretty dope, doesn't it? Alright, you're good to go. Alrighty, boys. Spectator match. Get to. Here we go. Now we get to go, boys. Now we get to go. Black Rook hold. Get at it. This map is going to be a little bit different compared to Robodrome. Robodrome is weird right now. It's like very unnatural. Like a lot of people are still getting used to that map. I'm too. Just got to get more games in there. You know what I mean? But the way it is played right now for Look Around and 1, this map might be actually a really good one. Depending on the line of sight. What's the score? 1-1 right now. 1 took 1 and Lucron took 1. It's going to be down 100 EU on 1. Are you really? Fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. So, massive thank you, McLovin. Like your name, man. Like your name. It's going to be Lucron on the team red, hanging out in the red corner. Got his Warlock port set up. Zachary just straight up naked, dude. He's the cheerleader, man. He's gonna be like, look on, he's a man. If he can do it, then 1 can. He's like, hey, I thought you're supposed to be for my team. I wonder if 1 is just gonna stick with the build that he's got going with right now, like the setup he's got going on currently. Look on getting the pets up a little bit early. Gonna be 1 trading out the Demon Dog, as the Looker is gonna go for that line of sight. Banish trying to come out, and Banish does land for Lucron's Spellguard. And 1 to just continue to run after Lucron, dropping down boss coach, but Lucron has that line of sight to keep running out of those. Horror effect comes in early by 1, and Lucron is going to go for CCH chain of his own, going to get himself a hand of gold done with the Demonic Tyrant as he gets double Felgar right now. Wall coming up for 1 right now immediately. That's going to be Lucron's Demonic Tyrant getting banished immediately, and 1 is going to go for his own Demonic Tyrant immediately after that. Lucron could go for Reflect and get a banish onto his Tyrant. So many Tyrants spawning in a single arena. What is this? This Tyrant Fiesta right now. What is that just now? Lucron is going to bail out of there. He's confused. He's scared. 1 is going to drop down boss coach bombers on top of him. Double Felgar cleaving right through him. What was that just now? So many Tyrants. 1 swapping out to that COS trinket. Unless he was running something else prior. Or maybe he was running COS, but he never got hit by that pacification effect. And Lucron has a fair amount of health just now. This Tyrant proc, dude, that was nuts. Tyrants, I think Tyrants were procking Tyrants, procking Tyrants. It was just a room of Tyrants, dude. So many of them. There was like 5 on my screen at least. This is ridiculous. It's gonna be 1. Got the boss coach bombers of the Lucron and with a stun. I think actually the boss coach might be missing him slightly, but 1 is out of CC right now. That's a shot of Fury on Lucron's pets. But 1 could get hit by the horror into stun, wombo combo chain, and he's just trying to build resources off of Lucron's pets. He's going to walk in as soon as he got some kind of damage. Going to be a Tyrant coming in for 1, random proc, double Reflect coming out for both of them. Lucron does land a Fury onto 1, getting those hand to go downs rolling, setting up an army right now. He has quite a lot of pets available. This is going to go for a massive Tyrant. If he can get some kind of CC chain onto 1 right now, that'd be perfect. 1 is dropping down the stun onto Lucron with boss coach. Lucron is forced to wall this, and 1 is trying to get out of there, not to get hit by the Tyrant, trying to avoid it ASAP. Lucron's health is actually not looking that good. That stun with Bioscourge Scourge is insane damage-wise right now. That's going to banish on Lucron's pet. Lucron won't be able to stop 1's approach right now. It's going to get a hand to go down rolling or 2 with a drain life after. Trying to maintain his health as best as possible. 1's health is not too high either, but still does have that advantage over Lucron. And 1 does have cooldowns right now. Reflect available for both of these in a minute. And Lucron does have a trinket. I don't know if 1 has a trinket or not. Lucron has a pretty massive shield though, so compared to 1, they're actually kind of similar in health if you count the shields, but 1 is starting to get that shield back up a little bit ahead of him. Getting reflected, getting interrupted in the opener with Demon Dog is coming out as Lucron does get to poke in, but he's going to pay the price. Does get to do a little bit of healing though. He actually is recovering. 1 is definitely ahead on health right now as that shield gives him back so much more healing. Stun onto Lucron, he trinkets out of it before the boss coach bombers come out. And Lucron's health is just still not looking that good. 1 is starting to poke out the pet every time he sees Lucron trying to get a banish out, but looks like it's not going to happen. Lucron is able to build up quite an army with a couple of handed cooldowns though, with a fear onto that pet in the opener. That's going to be Lucron taking quite a lot of damage right now still. Summon Tyrant coming out, needs to get a CC chain onto 1 immediately though. That's going to be Reflect with that stun. 1 is actually going to take quite a bit of damage. That Tyrant is actually reflecting some of that stuff back into himself. Stun onto Lucron might go down right here. Actually, it could be the end. Lucron getting the Reflect rolling right now. Second stun, and 1 barely, narrowly survives it. 1 is the champion. Then again, this man is a gladiator. See what they could do it. Definitely took a page out of Lucron's book with a double fell guard. But he still brought in his own playstyle with the bile scourge, dude. Couple of those bile scourges, that's all it took. How does it feel, one? How does it feel, my boy? He just looks apathetic. He's like, huh, just another day. I gotta get my groceries done. That's literally what his character looks like. He's just like, just another day. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, whatever. I got things to do. Cool. What's next? Are we doing more duels? Are we done? Yeah? Yeah? That's so Zachary. He's like, get out of here. Get out of here. It's his photo op. He's just like, look, he's looking at this orc and is like, did I leave the oven running? Did I leave the oven running? I don't know. Hey, it's my photo op. Alrighty, boys. Lucron versus 1 takes a 2 out of 5, but Lucron did get quite a bit of damage. And Lucron should feel really, really good about this duel, actually, because 1 did take a page out of Lucron's book to win these duels. Double Felguard is the way to go. Figured out before anybody. That was well done. That was well done. Anyway, boys, I think it's going to be the end of the duels and the stream here. Thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. Thank you guys so much for checking out the duels. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I think we're going to be done for the time. Tyrannical Accident. I think this is now renamed Tyrant. While in combat, enemies sporadically spawn to my tires and one attack party group. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be an interesting affix. Random demon spawns. Stab pockets in the chat. Hell yeah, dude. Have fun down. Alright, boys. I'm going to go get some food. Relax. Take a break. Maybe farm some rares later. Maybe do some arenas later. We'll see how it goes. I got to get videos done, though, before late in the evening. I haven't had a lot of sleep last night, so right now I just kind of want to take it easy for a bit, for like an hour or so. Maybe take a nap. I'll see you guys next stream. Alright, boys. Tomorrow we got a stream. Unless for whatever reason decide not to, then it's going to be a Monday stream. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'll try to get some sleep, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for joining these duels. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll see all you boys next stream. Alright, peace.
We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder.
Go crazy, berserker.
Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. Girlfriend, you gotta learn to fight. Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. Keep your eyes on the prize. Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. You gotta want it with all your might. Girlfriend, you gotta learn to fight. I know you're gonna be alright.